All right, everybody, let's get this stupid timer out of here. I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm done waiting around. Let's get this out of here. Let's get this rolling in the stream. Hello, hello, welcome. Oh, hope everybody's having a great day today. And you guys can't see anything. There it is. The beautiful Embraer 170 today, the shorter variant of the two, and we'll go over some of the differences in them. But yeah, we've got the Delta connection operated by Compass Airlines. I don't know what the deal with that is. This must be an older library, but we've got Delta connection. Yeah, that's probably the 634 Charlie Zulu. That's probably the Compass Air tail number. I don't know if they use those anymore or not. I don't know if that's entirely realistic or what, but we're in it. I don't know if you noticed, we got the window cracked open there. Oh. We got the window open here on the captain's side, as it's just so beautiful here in Nashville. It's about 20 degrees C, so what's that, times 2, 40 plus 30? About 70 degrees on the ground in Nashville right now, so it is beautiful here. Let's make sure the time is right. There we go. So yeah, guys, we're going to be doing another realistic day in the life. Welcome to all the new subscribers and everything like that. You guys seem to really like the first one that we did, going from, where did we go in that one? We went from Columbus, Ohio to Indianapolis and then up to Chicago. And today we're doing some East Coast flying, I guess. I mean, after we get out of Nashville. We're going up to LaGuardia here first, and then we're going up and over to Syracuse. And that's where we'll stay and spend our overnight. And that's pretty much how, you know, realistically, you might have more legs depending on where you're starting and everything like that. You might have less legs. You might just do one. You might do more than that. But today we're gonna do a couple legs. V-Lone, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? How are you doing, sir? Yeah, we're going up to LaGuardia and then over to Syracuse. So a little bit of a longer flight going to LaGuardia. Let's see. Looks like we're blocking 2 hours and 13 minutes and an hour and 45 minutes once we get off the ground. So yeah, first things first is getting out of Nashville. The flight to Syracuse is going to be a much quicker flight, obviously. And all this is real world stuff. Republic flies these routes in the real world. And like we talked about last time, Republic does also operate under all three tail numbers, or all three tails, Delta, American, and United. So when it's a Delta tail, V-Lone, I'm doing great, man. It's good to be back. I'm back home from my rotation, so it's good to be back home and good to be streaming again as well. So it's beautiful here too. So it's a beautiful day to be alive, right? How's Belgium? But they operate under all three tails. So last time we were, what, 33 something? Anything starting with a 3, a call sign starting with a 3 is a United tail. Today will be Brickyard 5633 starting with a 5. Anything starting with a 5 is a Delta tail. So the more, now you know that. Now you know that. All right, we're going to be in Embraer 170 today. We just connected to vPilot. I don't think there's any ATC on down here. There's JFK on. That's auto ATC. Let's see. We've got some stuff going on in Nashville, though. I don't think we're sitting on anybody. Got Southwest across the terminal there, it looks like. A lot of Southwest and Republic here. All right, relax. A lot of Southwest and Republic here in Nashville. Sunny out there? It is beautifully sunny here. Is it nice out over there in Belgium, V-Lone? You guys having some good weather? We're getting Bravo 4 today. At least that's what VATSIM says. I thought I loaded in on Bravo 6 because that is what this flight does in real life. They leave from Bravo 6 here in Nashville. So yeah. All right. Well, let's get GSX loading up here before we do anything else. Let's request some boarding. We'll just do it from. Let's do Trego. Oh, my iPad's gone. So we have our. Let's close the window, I guess, if I can. Can I close it? Oh no. I think it'll do all the doors itself. Let's see. Is there a way to? Do I have to get behind this thing and like? Oh, there we go. All right. So let's just go over a couple things. We got our flight loaded in a little bit here. We're Brickyard 5633 going to LaGuardia. Nope, we're good. 75 passengers, cruising at 35,000 feet. And our first officer is Joan Taylor, another female first officer. So that's 53 Fahrenheit with a cold wind. Ooh, the cold wind V-Lone. That'll get you. That will get you for sure.
Passengers boarding starting.
Another female first officer, so Brennan's going to be disappointed we're not taking him. Oh, there's Southwest getting on the move here. We won't. The fueling didn't really work last time with this, huh? Let's see if they'll pull up to the function. What is that guy doing back there? You seeing that? He was doing a 360 right there. Let's see if they'll hang out with us this time. We'll leave the APU off right now. It's a beautiful 70 degrees. Like I said, we're just letting the cabin air fill up with the beautiful temperature from outside. Like I said, we're going to be on we're going to be on VATSIM today. We're connected to vPilot and everything, so we're going to go there. We will get the, look at him. He's doing laps out there again. This guy's crazy. So one of the biggest differences with the 170 versus the 175 is the winglets, actually, here. I don't know if you noticed last time, but on the 175, it is they're longer and wider, and they go out more, so it would be like angled more this way. And I don't know necessarily for 100% sure what the difference is. I've got a buddy who does work at Republic, and he flies them. He says you can notice a difference when flying the two. So whatever Embraer was cooking up there, I guess it worked out for him. Phelan said, I'm sure, but after years of training and climate change, I'm able to handle it. Nice. Well said. The 170 can only hold about 69 people usually, and the 175 can be anywhere between 70 and 75-ish seats. So I think this is, I think we're overbooked. I think this is going to be pretty much a full flight with 55 today. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, guys, should be a beautiful day to fly. I don't know if we're going to encounter a cloud on our way up to LaGuardia today. We could take a look at some weather in LaGuardia. Can bring up the Navigraph charts while we're sitting here. I'll see if I can get a better angle so you guys can actually see stuff. There we go. That's all right. All right, Navigraph LaGuardia. Weather, TAF. A little gusty, but a few clouds, so nothing really to write home about there. 1800, 18 minus 5 is 8 minus 5 is 3, so that's 1300. That's 1 o'clock my time. So by the time we get there, it's going to be beautiful, less gusty, less windy. So it's going to be a very nice day. Now 350 at 9. We'll probably try to land 3-1. I don't know exactly. Let's see what they do. Arrival 3-1. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so we'll land runway 3-1, leaving Nashville here. They're departing runway 4 in real life, really. Where's runway 4? Oh, that's LaGuardia still. Get out of here. I was like, what? Departing 20 center in real life, so we'll probably expect, we'll push back and probably take this little route here. Tango 4, cross runway 3-1, on Tango 4 and then Sierra 7 to runway 20 center. That's probably how we will attack that. So yeah, all right, let's jump inside and do some numbers because this it can take a minute in here. We'll take runway 20 center. If not, we'll take runway 20 right. And I'll pause the music for this. I don't know. We'll lock in and focus on this for a little bit. It's dry out here. Wind is 210 at 17. Outside air temperature, like I said, 19 degrees. 3013, beautiful high pressure today. We'll calculate all that. And I believe we can then go to the manifest. Send all that stuff to the McDo. Let's see. I think those are the final numbers. So I think we can go ahead and just send those to the McDo, and then Joan, our lovely first officer, will start putting those in. In terms of our squawk code today, we did get one from Auto ATC. Auto ATC gave us 1360 on the squawk, 1360 today. So we'll be TARA and put that in there. Identification. Okay, perfect. All right, so we'll go route now, and we're going to go to LaGuardia. Where's the G? Why can't I do the alphabet? And we're going to be Republic Brickyard 56. 56 what? 5633, I believe. Yeah, 5633. Nope, that's not right. 5633, you've got to do that first, and then you can, I believe, send the request and then get the request and all that stuff. In terms of fuel, again, I don't know what's going to happen here. We might have to just auto do it. We'll see. We'll apply that as the active. Departing runway 20 center. It sounds like everybody's done boarding in the back. We're on the Chatham 3 departure. Swap transition. Is that true?
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives.
Swap transition. Yes, swap transition. And we can go ahead and apply all of that. The arrival going into LaGuardia, like I said, we're going to expect runway 31. Let's see, is there an ILS? We could try an RNAV, I guess. I don't know. Nah, it's probably better just to shoot the ILS. Oh, there's no ILS. All right, we're doing an RNAV approach. Oh, boy. We'll just do the RNAV runway... RNAV Zulu. We'll do the RNAV Zulu runway 31 approach. Vectors is fine on the Proud 2 with the... Golf Victor Echo transition and apply all that stuff. So all that stuff looks good. And let's see. The fuelers, they say, are on their way. Supposedly. Here they come. Lunar, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by, dude. I appreciate you.
Fuel truck is in position.
Being a member.
Please don't
and being able to stop by. I appreciate it.
And ask to do. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
All right. Well, I think I did. I mean, unless I just did instant. Then what? Then it would just do that. 10,000. I think all that stays the same. Is that what we want? That seems like a lot of fuel for this. 10,000, 10.3. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Is he just going to leave after this, or is he actually going to do anything? Because now he doesn't have a job. Now we just did instant load, and we just put him out of a job, essentially. Yep, there he goes. See you later. All right. So he's done. Thanks for coming. Refueling completed. Great. Thank you so much. Okay, prepare for pushback and departure. We're almost ready here. We're just going to go ahead and go through, finalize a couple things. Flight plan's fine for now. We're going to do the perf. Let's see. Next page. Cruise winds. Cruise winds.
Hello, Captain. We are ready
It
for
wants to
pushback.
know. 316 at 65. Sorry about that. 316 at 65. That's good. That's fine. We'll probably change some of that stuff. Like cruise, like 270. I don't know why. Let's do at least 320. Let's just set that up now.
Departure checks completed.
See what it
Bypass
says.
pin inserted.
That's just so low. What does it say? Or what? I don't know. Whatever. All right. Takeoff data set. Let's look at that. Everything looks good in here. Flex temp's fine. Flaps 2 for takeoff. Those numbers look good. Takeoff in it. Now we have to put the winds in, which were, as we remember, obviously, and don't have to re-look them up. We're 210 at 10.
Locking gear.
210 at 10. Slope is fine. Next page there. All that stuff is good. And then we have our numbers. So we'll leave our numbers up over there, and we'll just go to flight plan. And let's take a look at the departure procedure here out of Nashville. We're going to be radar vectors to Oscar first. Off runway 20 left, right, or center. Climb on a heading of 201 or assigned by ATC up to 4,000 feet initially. So we'll go ahead and set that. Ooh, wait, shoot, we got to start the APU as well. I forgot about that. Stand by the GSX. I know GSX hates that. But stand by.
Release parking brakes, please.
Oh, it's just going to say that over and over again now. My bad, guys. My bad. We'll finish the briefing as we go, just so we can get off. We'll get off the gate as quickly as possible and finish the briefing after we push back. We'll hear the APU start up here. Somebody cruising way up there.
Release parking brakes,
All
please.
right, dude. Relax. Is it? How high does it have us lifted? I was like, why does it look like that? Look at that. It's freaking on a dang roller coaster out here. Tail strike on the pushback.
Release parking brakes, please.
I don't think the APU started up yet because you'd hear it. Unless, does the 170 not have as loud of an APU? Is that a thing? I didn't realize that. It looks like it's here.
Release parking brakes,
All right, let's
please.
get the beacon light on and let's see. No. Well, actually, yes. I want to change the
Release
direction.
parking brakes,
I
please.
want to go nose to the... We're going to go... Let's just go straight back. No, let's just go nose right. We're just going to go
Release
nose
parking
right.
brakes, please.
We'll go map here, and for the radio real quick, I want to put... we'll just release the parking brakes, actually. Screw it.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Tower is going to be 118.6. 18.6 on the tower frequency. I was going to announce a pushback, but there's nobody else out here, so it's fine. Is anybody else on the ground here in Nashville anymore? It doesn't even look like it. Yeah, so we're good. We'll stay on 18.6 for now, and then we'll switch to 22.8 in a little bit. Okay, that's that. Lunar said, have you seen the Mazda base and... oh, let me get rid of that. Navigraph still visible. Thank you, V-Lone. Appreciate it. I'm the king of leaving that open. Have you seen the Mazda base and yoke system? No, I haven't. Well, maybe. Was that the... I don't know. I saw a lot of crazy yoke systems and stuff. I think most of the ones I saw were from Windwing. Aren't they making some, like, crazy ones now? We saw at the... Not the Expo. Whatever is going on over there in, like, Amsterdam or something this week. I don't know. It seems pretty crazy, but I don't know if I saw that specific one, Lunar.
Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Nah, just go away.
Unlocking gear.
We'll be alright. We don't need you anymore. Okay, let's get engine number 1 starting up, and then we will go from there. So I don't know, apparently the 170 doesn't seem to have as loud of an EPU. I don't know if that's of an APU. I don't know if that's a thing. Force feedback Mazda one is insane. We'll have to take a look at that once we get to cruise.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Alright, thanks GSX. All right, seems like we got a good start on engine number 1. Let's go ahead and start up engine number 2. What's the cable still connected? That would be the ground power. That's a good. That's should not be there. Thank you for that. Disconnect that, and I think the chocks and cones are gone. Okay, they are. What's the matter? Oh shoot! I think I know why. That's would be why right there. Let me press it. There we go. Okay.
Head exit sign. 2 at the front of the cabin. 2 at the rear of the cabin. There are also 2 emergency exits to the wings of the plane in the middle of the plane. Please take a few moments now to locate the nearest exit. In some cases, the nearest exit may be behind you. If you need to evacuate the plane, floor-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. To unfasten the seatbelt...
Alright, sounds like we got a couple good engine starts. Let's go ahead and set flaps to 2. Auto brake RTO. Go overhead. We'll get the seatbelt signs and the stereo light on. Those should have been on already. APU can come off. We can get the taxi light on. We'll get the nose taxi light on here. And other than that, everything looks good on the overhead panel. Let's go over the departure real quick again. Like I said, we kind of got, I guess we pretty much covered everything. Top altitude's 4,000 on the sit and everything like that. Taxi, we're going to taxi on, I don't know what that taxiway is supposed to be right here that we're on. I guess just Tango 4, maybe Yankee. I guess Yankee, Tango 4, and Sierra 7. Yankee Tango 4, Sierra 7 is what we're going to be taxiing on. So we're going to go ahead and make that call to everybody. Nashville traffic, Brickyard 5633, taxi to runway 20 center via Yankee. Tango 4 cross 31 on Tango 4, and then Sierra 7, Nashville traffic. All right. Let's go ahead and release this parking brake and get rolling. We'll do our flight control check from the outside. This is APU shutting down. Full right, full left, full up, full down, full right rudder, full left rudder. Let me get that in there. Looking good. We'll make this big right turn here. And then Yankee kind of just runs all along like this way, I believe. So we're climbing to 4,000 feet initially, and then we'll be on heading mode out of here, just runway heading until our 400 feet, which is what, by the way? Airport elevation is 599, so 600 feet. So basically at 1,000 feet, we'll make our turn. And we'll make a, let's see, what kind of turn are we going to make? Let's make a left turn. We'll make a left turn to Oscar after that. All right, guys. Kern, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Is this Microsoft 2024 and what scenery? This is Microsoft, or I'm sorry, is this Microsoft 2020 and what scenery? Yes, this is Microsoft 2020. What scenery? I think this is the Orbex Nashville. This is the Orbex Nashville, I do believe. Welcome to the stream, though, man. Hope you're doing good. Let me see. So should I flip this? The pumps are on. I'll say maybe I should flip them. Let me try flipping it to on for a little bit and see if that kind of helps the pressure down there. Does anybody know if these things work in 2024 yet? I guess I would give them a shot in 2024 if I knew whether or not they worked for sure. Nashville traffic, Brickyard 5633, crossing runway 20, or crossing runway 31 on Tango 4, Nashville traffic. Love correct taxi signs, Tango 4, 3113. Hit that like button if you're watching. Well said, Lunar. Lunar's the GOAT. Also, this route was recommended by another one of our lovely members in the Discord. I believe Holden recommended this, right? Or was it you, Lunar? No, it was Holden. Holden recommended this one. going from Nashville to LaGuardia. I should turn our strobes on and stuff, but that's all right. Going from Nashville to LaGuardia. And stay tuned once we get to cruise as well. We're going to be going over some clips. We're going to be going over, we have a clips section of the Discord where we've gotten a bunch of landing submissions, basically just landings. And so we'll go over some of those and see how you guys do on your landings. I'll be judging everyone. Kerm, I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Is it compatible with 2024? I really don't know. Sierra 7's right here. Let's check out VATSIM radar, see if anybody's coming in. It doesn't seem like it. Nashville traffic, Brickyard 5633, taking runway 20 center. Going to be parting on the Chatham 3, Nashville. All right, guys, what do you say? Let's get some togas in the chat as we get ready. We'll get all of our lights on. Why not? We'll get, let's see, we're going to arm heading mode. We're going to turn heading mode on. Auto throttle is going to get armed. Heading select will line up once we actually line up with the runway. We'll be 201 heading to 1,000 feet, guys, 1,000 feet. Looks like we're rotating at 134 as well, 134, so. Hope you guys are ready. Love it, Lunar. You guys like the, some of those emojis and stickers that those guys are using? Consider becoming a member and supporting the channel. Either way, let's get out of here. Pretty bad lineup, but that's all right. Takeoff, so it took the throttles from me. Perfect. Takeoff's in green, auto throttles, airspeed's alive. We got hold, thrust is set.
80 knots.
80 knots is cross-checked.
Good one. Rotate.
Rotate. Let's get out of here.
Positive rating.
And we've got the landing gear coming up. Wait till our 400 to do anything. There's 1,000 feet. Let's go heading mode, heading select. And let's get flight level change going. And we'll start our turn out of here. We'll go left turn. Whoa, why is it giving me? Don't do that to me. Let's get an east heading. That nose coming down and wants to start accelerating a little bit. It's a very incredibly slow heading bug. 090 on the heading. And we are out of here. Feeling it's all right, man. I love the enthusiasm, even if it was a little late. 1,000 to go. Let's go flaps 1. And let's say they give us climb and maintain, let's say they give us 10,000. I don't know, I can't see it. All right, 10,000, let's say they give us flaps up. Or they wouldn't give us that. Speed check, flaps up. And climb check when able. All right, we'll go nav mode and let's get direct to Oscar, which you can't really do. It just kind of is direct to Oscar, which I'm going to keep the plane so that we can do a little bit more of a shallow intercept angle. And really, another thing you can kind of do is just keep it on heading mode and maybe do like a 070 kind of intercept. And then as you get closer, turn nav mode on, which is exactly what we're going to do here. We're going to go heading mode. We'll go autopilot yaw damper as well. And like I said, so we're going to fly the 070 heading for now. and then nav mode will take over once we get a little bit closer, because it's going to try to fly like a 90-degree intercept, and that's just ridiculous. So yeah, Nashville traffic, Brickyard 5633, departing the pattern to the northeast, direct to Oscar on the Chatham 3 last call, Nashville. All right, we're out of Nashville. Let's switch it to Unicom. Kerm said you overfly me right now. I'm in my class at MTSU. What's MT? MT Memphis? MTSU? Something State University? Oh, is that Middle Tennessee? Middle Tennessee State University? That's a lot of letters. Did you hear it, Lunar? What did I hear? Let's say we're up with center now. Let's say they give us climb, maintain flight level 350. That's our cruising altitude for today. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice, Kerm, you're in the aviation program? Okay. So, I know you've been around here before. What is where are you at in the aviation program? Oh, you're asking Kerm if you heard my plane. That's funny. Kerm, this is real. This is how you learn right here, Kerm. You don't learn in that classroom. No, I'm just kidding. Kidding, of course. Let's go nav mode. And we can, that's an acceptable, we're basically getting there. So where are you at in your training, Kerm? What's your teacher teaching you about right now? How can I teach you better than your teacher is? No, I'm kidding with that too, obviously. Ente, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. In performance. What is that, like aerodynamics? Is that what we're talking about? All right, let's start making that turn. What do you say here? There you go. Is that not backwards? Am I tripping? When you make a right turn, should that not go to the right? Calculating the best glide and endurance of a PA-28. Ah, the old Archer. Right? Or is that the Arrow? The Seminole. Yeah, no, the Arrow's the PA-44, right? Or no, it's the Seminole the 44. I'll have to go back and look at my logbook. Which one is that? Ente said I'm over Greenland right now, flying from Zurich to Los Angeles. I know. Oh, I know what aircraft you're flying. In that 777. In that the 777 that they're phasing out, apparently, by the way. You hate to see that. Could be a Warrior. I don't think so. Could it? I thought the Warrior isn't the Warrior. I'd have to go back and look at my logbook. I've flown a Warrior before. I don't think it's. I don't remember logging it as 28. No, you're right. It is. It's 28, and then it's the Archer is dash something else. The Seminole I think was 44-181, or is the T? Oh, you are flying. You're flying the 28. Okay, you're right. That is how that works. Okay. Do not accept to be replaced by the 350-1000. And it rejects your modern aircraft. Coming through flight level 180. We'll go standard altimeter setting. Get some of this music back on here. Complain to Boeing. Yeah, Velon, well said. Somebody write a letter. Yeah, they'll never hear it, by the way, because they're getting a lot of other complaints. I want to see... Alright, let me see if I can... I'm going to work on downloading some of these clips. Real man fly real aircraft, not AI aircraft. The 350 is a real aircraft. It is not an AI aircraft. Maybe it is. Maybe it's an AI aircraft. I don't know. We got to get some more submissions in here. I got like 4 clips from Michael. We got one other clip from somebody else. We got a 350 1000 or 350 clip from Michael. It says while flying a simulator. Lunar, I was thinking the same thing. Holden, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Holden, this is you right here, brother. Thank you for the route suggestion. This is your route right here, man. So that's the clips page. There was definitely, I feel like there was definitely some clips and screenshots. There were definitely some clips and screenshots, were there not? Also, guys, tomorrow we're going back to the 737 MAX tomorrow. I will start posting stuff about that stream here shortly. Have there been some new messages? Looks like there were some new messages and screenshots. I swear there were some more clips. Yeah, Holden, glad to have you, man. Would be cool to have a 220, Entei says. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, we're excited for the 220. Really hoping they put that out soon. No clips in screenshots. I thought there were. Well, so far we've just got a bunch of clips from Michael, so I don't know. We'll see. Luna said when I get home from my work trip next week, I'll submit some clips also. All right, good. Yeah, you guys submit some clips. Should there be clips and clips? Velone, yes. That is the nature of the clips page in the Discord. Yeah, submit your clips and we will watch them on stream and judge some landings once we get to cruise. It is so loud in this cockpit. Yes, Kerm, I am a real-life pilot as well. I was in your shoes not long ago. Kerm, I'm not allowed to say what airline specifically, but we fly the Caravans. We fly turboprops. So super short little routes. It's basically just something that it's for low-time pilots, and you can build your hours that way and build really good experience doing it. I mean, probably the best experience out there other than short of flying a jet. So yeah, tomorrow we will be back. Well, yeah, I used to not be so I used to not be so secretive about it. Let me know when you get your commercial, Kerm. What else was I gonna say? What else was I gonna say? There was something about I don't know. Oh, I was looking at VATSIM. I mean, we're going... Oh, tomorrow. And the 737. Yeah, I'll probably post that stream after this one. We're going to be doing a flight from Denver to New Orleans. That was requested a long time ago. Oh, you've got your commercial multi... Wait, what is it? S-ML? Single? Oh, your C? You have your C license too? No, wait, what? What is SML? What is that? Because that would be multi-engine land. Commercial multi-engine land makes sense. I don't know what SML is. I will let you know though. If you DM me on Discord, we could talk a little bit more about it. What are we doing here? We're not getting any more climb rate at 30,000 feet? Single multi-engine land? How does that work? Yeah, what's a single multi-engine? Alright, let me see. I got all these clips downloaded. Do I have to... Let me see. I could probably make a new... I'm going to get rid of this one. A new... window capture, I guess. Okay, there you go. So that'll be one of the clips that we watch. Rewind it. Can't see that. We can't see the landing rate yet. So then I want to crop this a little bit. Sorry, I know this is put it in there. I know this is what am I trying to say? Single engine, multi-engine. Lunar says single engine, multi-engine land aircraft class rating. I don't think SMEL is a thing though, which is type of pilot's license, doors, lots, pilots, fly variety. Yeah, no, I mean, I know what it is, but I don't think you either have your single engine land, you either have your SEL, or you have your MEL, or your commercial multi-engine land. Let me see. I don't think... Let me see. I gotta look at my... Let me look at my temporary certificate. I don't think that it says SMEL on there. If it does... Let me see. Airplane, single engine land, airplane, multi-engine land, instrument, airplane, limitations, doesn't say on here. I feel like I've never seen SMEL before. Because some people get their private in a multi. Okay, but still, how would it be single multi-engine land? Mostly for Canadian pilots, but not in a single, so technically they can't fly a single engine. Well, then it wouldn't be single multi-engine because they wouldn't be allowed to fly a single. They would just have their multi-engine land. It doesn't even say on my on my temporary. Yeah, so basically how it would read is it would be, so it's your airplane single engine land, so it would be ASEL and then AMEL, airplane multi-engine land. It would be two separate things. I don't think, I feel like single multi-engine land, I feel like that's just, there's no way it's a thing. It's like, it's redundant. I don't know. Maybe you're right though. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm trying to crop this freaking clip. It's hard to explain over text. No, I mean, I get it. I mean, I have my multi. Like, I get what you're saying. I just don't, I don't know. Like I said, maybe you're right. I don't know. I think there's a way to, oh, here we go. No, wait, let me back that back to 0. No! Where was I just at? Filters, properties. No, filters. Dang it. Alright. Bottom, let's try like 50, 100. I'll give it 125. Alright, I like that. That's the top. I don't know, top 50 maybe? Does that get rid of all the black though? It doesn't. Let's go 125 on the top as well. That looks pretty close. Alright. That'll be our clips thing right there. Okay. So we're at flight level 350 now. We can go ahead and turn off the safety belts. And the smoke sign stays on. That side, that can come off as well. That could have came off 10,000. There you go. All right. So Google says SMEL. Well, it's the AI thing. It says it likely refers to single multi-engine land. A pilot rating, a type of designation, typically seat-mounted emergency light. No, that's not it. SMEL can use a denote a pilot rating for single-engine and multi-engine aircraft. I guess if you combine them. I don't know. I just never heard of it before. Your seaplane endorsement, it would be single and multi-engine land and sea or smells. Okay. There you go. Interesting. I've never heard of it before. I've never heard it put that way. Alright. Well, let's do this. Let's go. We'll see if we can. Oh, the door was open the whole time. Oh, it got quiet back here. Holy crap. We'll get in a seat. Oh, also, so I was gonna fly the 175 today, but I was gonna fly the 175 today, but when I loaded up, it was literally just the fuselage. Like it didn't spawn in with the landing gear. It didn't spawn in with like anything. I don't know. Like it wasn't even the fuselage either. It was just like floating seats. It was weird with the Delta library for some reason. So I don't know what happened from last week to this week when we were flying it, but whatever. As pilots, we're always learning. Exactly, Kerm. Exactly. Learn a little bit every day. All right, let's see what we can do here. Luna says, "Sorry, guys, have you on mute? I'm working at on a work meeting." Hey, it's all right, man. Work usually comes first. All right, let's take a look at some of Michael's landings here. We're gonna just judge him, and he's not even gonna be here to defend himself, so that's gonna be fun. Let me see. So what if I have this? If I have this open, and then let me see. Downloads. Then I open. Okay. Alright, so here we have Michael flying the PMDG 737. It appears to be. Let's see how I'll make this fit on a seat back. Let me see. Let me move up a little bit. There we go. Alright, let's go back. So we see Michael here. He has 160 knots set. He's flying at 128 knots. We'll give him the benefit of that. We'll give him 130 knots. His VREF speed looks to be bugged somewhere around 140 knots. So at best, we're minus 10. Alright, at worst, we're minus 30. So I don't know what he's got 160 bugged up there for. I think this also, we may give him the benefit of the doubt here. I believe he sent this in as, what was it called? There was like a crew add-on. I think he sent this in to kind of showcase that. So maybe this is just kind of him ripping the pattern a little bit. I don't know though. He also doesn't have any of the integ lights on. Michael, this is a bad start to the clip session. So we're already 20 knots slow. He's on glide. He's on the localizer. That looks good. He's running low on fuel. He's catching back up to the ref speed. Now right here, this is trouble. When you're at 50 feet, we're sinking at least 900. That might say 950. You're at 50 feet and we're sinking 900 feet a minute. We're in trouble. All right. So we got to see. Let's see if he goes to the flare. I also don't know if he's at idle yet either. I don't think he is at idle yet. We'll see if he gets there.
30, 20, 10.
Now there's a big flare. Airspeed's coming down. He's coming back to idle now. Holding it off. And a nice negative 88.
Speed break up.
Somehow, okay, so you hear that speed break up. So this is the, he was showcasing one of the add-ons, one of the crew add-ons, whichever that was called, I forget. So that is a cool thing. An absolute greaser, negative 88 feet per minute. They say a bad approach leads to a bad landing, but Michael disproved that theory. Let's listen to the rest of the add-on here. He said speed break up. Oh, reverser's normal. All right. All right, very cool. So the only other thing I wanted to go back and look, you know, when you're coming through 50 feet, usually it's like you want to hear a nice cadence. You want to hear a nice 50, 40, 30, 20, and then 10, you know, and then a touchdown maybe a second or two later. You know, he saved it, but when you're 50, 40, 30, that you got to pull back. And he did. He flared, he caught it. He left the power in. Now that's a controversial move from Michael here, leaving the power in. Still, just now, when was that? At like 10 feet?
100.
Watch the throttles.
30, 20, 10.
So 10 feet, he's just now pulling back. Aggressive flare, got up to probably like 5-ish degrees there. But he needed that extra thrust at the same time because he was reffing a little low. He was coming in a little bit slow. He needed that extra thrust, give him a little bit extra time in the ground effect there. And I think he got what he wanted from it. Now he brings it back to idle and lets him absolutely grease it. So, I mean, you know, I don't know if that's how it's done. But overall, 7 out of 10. We'll give Michael a 7 out of 10 on the first one. I believe this is another one from this might be, yeah, this is another one from Michael. Michael is a big, for those of you who don't know Michael, he's a big 320 guy. He loves flying the Airbus series, and he's a huge 220 guy. So when that thing comes out, he's going to be flying that thing forever. So this is him flying the Phoenix 320, maybe the 321. Or the 319, we don't know. But he's flying the Phoenix 320 series. Not too sure what airport he's going into here either. What else? What do we notice here so far? So he's got the uncaged standby attitude indicator. Little high on the glide slope, but that's okay. Nothing we can't fix there. Auto throttle's on still. And we're reffing bang on 140, it looks like. So let's see what Michael has for us here in this second clip. So he came through the glide slope a little bit, but that's all right. He's back.
100.
Catch it again. It's all right.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 5.
Keep holding. Hold it. Negative 18? Wow. Wow. I don't know if I believe that. That's got to be an error. All right. Notice he does, Holden. He does fly the ATR in real life. Yes. Notice the countdown in this one. This is a much more stable approach.
100.
A little high. Usually right around when you cross the numbers, I think, at least it seems. Right as you're crossing the numbers, you want to try to be at about 50 feet. So he's a little high, but that's okay. You got a nice long runway. 50.
40. 30. 20.
You hear the cadence there? 50, 40, 30, 20. That's nice.
Retard. 5.
Keeps that thrust in there a little bit still. Might hurt him there in the flare, but he just nice shallow flare. Didn't really do anything crazy. Absolutely greases it. The only thing to nitpick, I mean, a little bit. We start the clip off high. I can't see the descent rate.
300.
Let me see. Can I hang on? Wait. Can I zoom in on it like this? No. Is there any way to zoom in on it? No. I can't quite see the descent rate. Let me see. If I full screen it, will it change it for you guys? Ugh. Okay, he's doing 1,000 feet a minute right there. So, whoa. He's doing about 1,000 feet a minute, which, you know, is not unstable. You don't want to go any more than that. It's fine. So he's 3 red, little low, as he came through it. But then he brought it back, and he didn't really catch it on this one, but, you know, it's tough. You can't really, you don't want to dive back down for it, so it's tough.
50.
This clip,
40. 30. 20. Retard.
8 out of 10. I mean, 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. I give him a 9 out of 10. I give him a 9 because negative 18 feet a minute, I mean, how can you not? I mean, that's an absolute greaser right there. And pretty, I mean, that was a pretty money approach. Definitely no issues there. All right, let's take a look. Okay, I think this is the one that isn't from Michael. This is, let me see. Let me go back. Let's take a look at who this one's from. I forget. This is from Demelli in the Discord. I don't know if this is one of those mobile clips. I don't know what simulator this is from. But here we go. We got a clip coming in from Demelli here in the Hawaiian A330. Not sure what airport we're going into here. Looks mountainous, probably somewhere out west, especially with Hawaiian. Maybe Vancouver, maybe even just Seattle. Not sure. Maybe San Francisco. Could be anything. Oh yeah, and the butter machine strikes here in the mobile flight sim, it looks like. Now, we don't have any inside footage from this one, I don't believe, unless we flip to the inside here at the very end, but either way. I mean, this approach looks good. Looks stable. We're stable pretty much all the way in. Must have been a calm wind day, unless he's just an absolute pro. I mean, it looks good, man. Stable. Just works that thing down into ground effect. Flare just holds it off and just lets those trailing link gear just kiss it down. That's good. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 clip. All right, last clip. I believe coming in again from Michael. I believe this is in the 350. I believe this one's going to be in a 350. Let's see. From Michael, yep. All right. What do we have here? I mean, we're on the money right now, on the Loke, on the glide. Looks good. Beautiful sunset approach here. What airport are we going into? What does that say over there? OTHH. What is that again? What is OTHH? It's, is that Abu Dhabi? One of them down there. So we've got the auto throttle. I assume the auto throttle's probably on. We got the AnyBuilds A350. Not sure if it's the 1000 or the 900. Going into OTHH. Which again, I think is Abu Dhabi. I forget. Right on VRF speed. And again, always noticeably pretty slow speeds in the 350, all things considered. I mean, we got 130 knots. I mean, that's pretty much, you know, again, I've said it before, but, you know, we're doing that in the Caravan on final a lot of times. So, pretty slow speeds. Pretty impressive that you can get a plane that big, that slow. But let's continue.
200.
It's right around 800 feet a minute. Pretty solid there. You're shooting for right around
Minimum.
600 to 700 feet a minute on the glide slope.
100.
Getting a little
50,
low.
40.
Hit 50 early.
30. 20. 10.
Oh, broke the negative 205 and he broke the ND. Oh man. All right, let's talk about it. So, a pretty good approach. I don't know what happened here.
100.
He hits 50 way early.
50.
He hits 50 here. He's barely a dot low on the glide slope. I don't know if I agree with the avionics. We might have some calibration issues here with the radio altimeter callouts and the glide slope. I don't know if I agree with the 50 feet. And actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I don't agree with the 50 feet because I feel like whenever it would call like 30 feet or something like that, you'd be on the ground. So I feel like this thing is weird with that anyways. So goofy with the radio altimeter and the glide slope. But anyways, we hit 50 feet early. Yeah, it is a little alarming when you hit 50 feet and you're not even crossing the threshold. So you got to hold it off.
40.
And he does. You see that descent rate come up. He's holding
30.
it off.
20.
And then just
10.
continue in the flare. And then the big time screen shake there, maybe making it seem worse. I don't know. That didn't look like 205 to me. I thought that looked smoother. Obviously breaks the ND over here out of nowhere. What screen was it on before that?
10.
Terrain display. Bam. Crash landing. No, I'm just kidding. 7 out of 10 on that one. 7 out of 10. Pretty decent stuff there from Michael. But yeah, guys, that's all the clips that we have. So let's get more clips in the clips section of the Discord if you want to see them featured on the stream. Let me see. Are there any more clips at all? We've got some Lunar. I know you've sent some clips of like boarding and stuff. Let me see. Let me just go through and see if there's any more landing clips. We did the 737 one. And then, no, that's that. So I don't think we have any more clips to go through. That is it. So send your guys clips. Michael gets a 7. Michael, you got to go back and watch the other ones, dude. I gave you a 9. I gave you 9 on one. Yeah, let's get some more clips in the chat. All right, we got to do something about this cockpit sound. That's crazy. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Michael said I just joined and saw my 350 landing. I'm tired, man. You've been flying a lot this week, Michael? Whoa. I didn't even know this was a thing, I'm not gonna lie. So I can't adjust the volumes at all. Holden, how is work, man? How's the family? Alright, so I guess we're good there. Alright, well, we'll go back to some music. Let's see, where are we at? I don't even know where we're at right now. Still got a good ways to go here, but we'll be on the arrival soon. Are there any restrictions on the arrival? Oh, yeah. Alright, see, we're doing 250 indicated, 0.74 on the Mach. Let's see if we can get this going a little faster, too. What speed can we go up to? Let's say 275? Let's see, take 275 maybe? Or does it actually want another Mach speed? Alright, well, let's do, let's try 0.8. Alright, let's do it. 0.8 Mach. Holden's doing good. We have a music practice tonight. We're having a worship night at our church Friday. We're gearing up for it. Ooh, nice. So are you on like the tech side of things, or do you actually play? Do you play guitar? I feel like I remember maybe you saying that once. Ooh, nice. Holding on the electric guitar. That's hype. There's gotta be some hype worship sessions you guys have, dude. What are we over top of right now? This is some pretty... Is this West Virginia? Is it really? No way. Nobody knows. Holden, we have an awesome time. You ever listen to Elevation Worship songs? We play a lot of their songs. Doing 2 of their songs on Friday. Dude, that's sick. Yeah, I do listen to some Elevation Worship. Oh, dude. I'm blanking on the one song name, but for a while, it was like my favorite song. Oh, no, that's Hillsong. I would say Hillsong is, has What a Beautiful Name. That's like my favorite song. That's sick, though. Do you have a big church, Holden? Like I said also, guys, earlier, shout out to all the new subscribers. Thank you so much for stopping by. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. We're on the push for 1,000 subscribers, and thinking about becoming a member too. Like I said, it just helps support me, as obviously YouTube is free and everything like that, so this helps support me, and I appreciate the support of the guys that do subscribe. And also, I'm working on a what's in a pilot bag video, so I'll be going over what I carry every day as a pilot in my bag. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, that'll be for members only when it comes out. Holden said on a normal Sunday, I believe we reached about 120. Nice. Okay. So are you... So let me see what you said earlier. We have a music practice tonight. We're having a worship night at church on Friday. Oh, okay. So you're gearing up for the worship night. Do you play every Sunday? Typically, like, are you on the worship team every Sunday, or just like sometimes? Michael said, I told you I'm an Airbus guy. My boat clip was just to show the FS2 crew, but that was an aggressive pullback. Hey, man, it's easy to quarterback pilot, right? But that's why the clips are fun. Nice, Holden. Holden up there shredding every Sunday, dude. That's where it's at. We're doing ground speed wise right now, 5.6, 5.17. We got a little bit of a tailwind. Michael, I'm back in the 737 MAX tomorrow, dude. I've been missing it too much. I've been missing it too much. Oh, also, what I was saying, I don't know if I ever finished that, but the flight that we're going to do tomorrow was a long ago suggested, before we even had memberships on the channel. It was right whenever I opened up the video suggestions tab. Southwest Airlines themselves recommended a 737-700 or MAX 8 MSY to Denver, or Denver to MSY. He says he flies with that route on Southwest every other year, always on the 700 or the MAX. So we're going to go Denver to New Orleans and then New Orleans to Atlanta. And we're actually, the reason I picked Atlanta is because we're following an actual Southwest airplane. So I found one of the tail numbers that actually does it, and it flew from Denver to MSY, and then it went from MSY to Atlanta, and then a few other destinations throughout the day. But obviously, you know, we only have so much time to do it on a live stream. Michael said the MAX had an update, by the way. It's so much smoother now. Okay, yeah, I literally just, is it like 1.03 or something like that? I just did it today, because it made me uninstall and restart. Holden said my wife is an alto for the team as well. Oh, dude, nice. That's so cool you guys do it together, dude. That's awesome. And then one of these days we'll get back to doing the Viva flights, I promise. Michael said it's 103, and honestly, it's really good. And I need to figure out what's going on with Microsoft 2024. Does it work in 2024, Michael, or no? Well, that's good to know. I'll be able to clickbait everybody into watching the updated 737 Max. I'm kidding. All right, so I'm kind of gearing up for the next flight a little bit here. We're looking and getting ready for it. The flight that goes to Syracuse. But I'm not going to change it in SimBrief because last time we did that, we froze the PFD and MFD. Or maybe it was just... It might have been just the PFD. Or just the MFD, I'm sorry. Let's see. They cruised at nothing last time they flew this route. Okay, cool. That was Sunday, March. That was 2 days ago. They filed at 15,000 and 18,000. Not yet. They're trying to get it working on 24 beta stage. Okay. Do you know if these work in 24, Michael? The E-Jets? Bam. 5840, Brickyard 5840 is going to be our next flight number. So you got anything going on up in New York, LaGuardia? No ATC. Nothing up there. Uh-oh, where's it going? Just a little bank there. All right. All right, we're gonna get the verse of the day ready. Oh, this is a good one too. Michael said I knew nothing about the E-Jets. That's all right. You know, it's nothing a little Google search can't fix. Let's see. No, they're not yet compatible, it says. Oh, FSS is prioritizing the development of a custom FMS LNAV VNAV system. Oh, yeah. Is that right? They've been doing that for like 5 years. I'm just giving them a hard time, but they have been doing it for a long time. All right, we're close to getting on the arrival. What's our first restriction? Our first restriction is at Ridgey at flight level 270. Ridgey is, where? Oh, okay. Ridgey's we're pretty far off from Ridgey still, but we are coming up on the transition to the arrival, so let's go over the verse of the day. It's John 1, chapter 1, the Gospel of John. John 1, chapter 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Lunar, welcome back just in time for verse of the day. So this one, there's some, I don't know about some controversy or not, but I mean, I feel like there's controversy about a lot of stuff in the Bible, but in the beginning was the Word. The way I've heard this taught a lot is literally going back to the very beginning of everything and saying first was the Word. I think this verse maybe can kind of be talking to the what's it called, the Trinity, the Holy Trinity as well, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, but also maybe not. So I don't know, because you have in the beginning of the Word, that's 1. The Word was with God, that's 2, and then the Word was God. So maybe that's, I don't know. You could also argue that's just 2. So I don't know about the Trinity thing. But it does talk about the beginning being the Word. So like from nothing, there was the Word. So this is speaking to God's eternalness. Immortality, maybe? I don't know. What's the right word here, guys? Just his, I don't know. We'll stick with eternalness for now. The fact that he always is and always has been and always will be. So, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So, in the beginning, before there was anything, yeah, Lunar, this is a controversial verse. We can maybe do a quick Google search after we're done talking about it and see why it's so controversial. But a lot of people, I think one of the biggest reasons why it is controversial is because a lot of people think that this is saying, hey, like, this is creation right here. You know, the Big Bang, all this stuff, whatever you want to, believe, in the beginning was the Word. In the beginning was the Word of God first, and the Word was with God. So God was eternal. God has been there since the beginning. Let's see what Enduring Word has to say about this one, because that, let's see, it's John. Yeah, there are 3 of those. That's interesting. I didn't know that. John. Chapter 1, verse 1. Yeah, he starts this right off the rip. So, first of all, the breakdown, Enduring Word has the breakdown of the Gospel of John. So this is the 4th section of the 4 Gospels. So Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. So John is the last one included in the Bible. Christian writers as early as Origen, O-R-I-G-E-N, not origin like from the beginning, understood that there are not really 4 gospels, but there's one 4-fold gospel. Okay, right. So he's just saying that, like, obviously the gospel, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, it's 4 guys telling the same story. So it's not different gospels, but I think that's kind of a given. Lib says infinity is what I was thinking about. Okay, I think that's a good word. Welcome to the stream, Lib. Good to see you. How's it going? Lunar says religions like Jehovah's Witness claim that the literal translation does not translate like this. Interesting. Holden said, I think John used it because it sets up verse 14. Let's see what verse 14 is from Holden. Verse 14 says, the Word becomes flesh, and the Word became flesh and dwelt among us, and we beheld his glory, the glory as of the only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth. Okay, I see what you're saying there. Now, does he give anything else before that? And the Word became flesh. I mean, so that's obviously, so that would complete the Holy Trinity right there, right? So you'd have maybe the Word, which would be the Spirit, God, which would be, the Father, and then the Son, Jesus, when the Word becomes flesh. So I think, I think that would be fair to say that verse 14 would finish the Trinity. Lunar says this verse establishes that the universe had a beginning contrary to the idea that it is eternal. That's a good perspective. See, I didn't really think about it that way. It's a good point, though. See, the question is, do we think the universe is... It's a part of the revelation that Jesus is God. Right. I guess, like I said, the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, they're all one. Yeah, okay. I get what you're saying, Holden. I get what you're saying. So yeah, okay. So the universe has a beginning. That's what this verse is getting at, we think. Let's take a look at what Enduring Word has to say about this verse in particular. So another part of the breakdown of just the general Gospel of John says the Gospel of John was probably the last of the four written, and written in view of what the previous three had already said. This is one reason why John's account of the life of Jesus is in many ways different from the Matthew, Mark, and Luke. John leaves out a bunch of things that the other ones included. The first three Gospels center their Gospels and their writings around Jesus' ministry in Galilee. John centers his Gospel, on what Jesus said and did in Jerusalem. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't really realize that. Each of the Gospels emphasizes a different origin of Jesus. I don't know how that one works. Matthew shows Jesus came from Abraham through David and demonstrates that he is the Messiah promised in the Old Testament. Mark shows Jesus came from Nazareth, demonstrating that he's a servant. Luke shows that he came from Adam, demonstrating that he is the perfect man. John shows that he came from heaven, demonstrating that Jesus is God. So that's interesting. So I didn't realize that either, that each gospel shows a different origin from Jesus, but they all point back to his deity as well as him as a man. Interesting. NT, welcome back. Okay. John shows us who Jesus is by highlighting 7 signs or miracles of Jesus. 6 of these miracles are not mentioned in the first 3 Gospels. What's going on here? What are we banking back and forth for? Let's put bank mode on. I don't want to start ripping around. GVE, we've started the arrival. We got to be at flight level 270 at Ridgey. We'll go over that in a little bit. Oh, okay. Rev Alvin says, no Trinity, brother. Only one God, different manifestation, one Lord, one faith, one baptism. Verse 14, the Word became flesh. Can I ask you, how many will see in heaven when there is only one? I guess you would only see one. Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point. It's not really the Trinity, it's a manifestation. Okay, see, I haven't really thought about it that way. Because, yeah, I don't think you would see... Well, I feel like you would see 2. I feel like you would see God the Father... And you'd also see Jesus, would you not? Same manifestation, yes. But then... I mean, unless it's all just metaphor, but what about all the times where Jesus talks about being at the seat of the throne, at the right hand of God and everything like that, and being with his Father? Now... Let's see, Lunar said, yeah, I remember in theology class, the official translation of this verse would be something along the lines of, in the beginning there was the Word is with God, and the Word was God. Lowercase. Oh, really? Can't be 2.
The offer includes perfumes from famous brands and other gadgets. The detailed offer
You don't think, Rev?
in the catalog placed in front of your seats or in the mobile application.
Now, I guess, like, when I think about heaven, like, I don't think about the 3 of them together. Like, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, like, oh, hey, how you doing? Like the Spider-Man meme. Like, I don't think about it like that. And, like, when I pray, like, I feel like I'm praying to God. Like, I'm not like, hey, Holy Spirit, can you listen to this and not God? Like, I pray to God. I pray to Jesus. If there are 2, who has the power? The right hand means the Father... Right hand of Father means power. I mean, the Word was part of God, but not God himself. Okay. If there are 2, who has the power? Well, I guess I'm not thinking of them as two beings with separate wills. I think because Jesus demonstrated that all the way up to the point of the cross, saying, you know, if it's not my will be done, but your will be done. So I think to answer your question, if there were two who would have the power, it would be God. Not that I think there are two, I guess. I guess, I don't know, like, the way I always think about Jesus, like, I always thought about it, like, yes, as God in the flesh. I don't know. It's tough to wrap your head around now, huh? Like, I think about it as God in the flesh, and I was gonna say as part of God, like, God would, like, send part of himself down here, and part of him would stay up in heaven. But then, if it was only part of God, I don't know how much sense that would make. Rev says, God was in Christ reconciling the world to himself. Jesus is God. He had dual nature. So I guess my question to you then, if there wasn't something else, while Jesus was here, was there no God in heaven then? Lunar says, my theology professor always said, would you rather pray to Jesus and meeting him and he says, bro, God is the king, or not pray to Jesus and meeting him, finding out you go to hell for being stubborn? Oh yeah, no, well, that's not what I was getting at. But yeah, like you said, I agree with that though. That's one of those things where it's like, I feel like that's a good answer to the question of like, well, why should I believe in God? It's like, okay, well, first of all, like, why not? Like, if I'm wrong, you know, we're all going to the same place. But like, if you're wrong, you're going to hell and I'm going to heaven. So. But yeah, I like your theology professor's point there. We'll continue with Enduring Word. Let's see. Let's get to, it gives a great description of everything there, of everything about the Gospel of John. Limp said you picked a doozy of a verse of the day. A lot to think about on this one. Well said, Limp. Hey man, this is the BibleApp.com, Bible.com or whatever, that has this put out. So this is great, man. I love it. I love, you know, there's nothing else that I'd rather be talking about. Rev said, so let me ask this, how many lords is it? The Apostle Paul, when he was struck down on the road of Damascus, said, who are the Lord? So if God is the Lord, what is Jesus? Say I'm the Lord. Great conversation. Yeah, amen. This is it right here, man. This is why we're here. I don't think it's multiple lords. I don't know. I think some of these things, man, like some of these things I always feel like you just kind of have to give back to God and be like, man, look, I'm probably never going to wrap my head fully around this one. It's good stuff to talk about, like, for sure. But it's one of those things, it's like, you know, I'm never going to be able to figure this one out, Lord. Like, this is so far above my head. You know, I'll figure it out when I get there, type thing. But how many lords is it? I would... one, I don't think there's... Because then that would essentially be... You'd be polytheistic if you would think that there were more than one God. Right? Like, I think the Catholics have a thing for Mary or something like that, right? Like, where they kind of treat Mary, or they pray to Mary or something like that. Like, I don't think that's biblical. That's another thing that that's another rabbit hole we can go down. But, yeah, just think the word Trinity is not even in the Bible. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. So if it's not in the Bible, it cannot be proved by Scripture because God cannot be three people. Yeah, that's fair. So maybe the Trinity is just something that we use to kind of wrap our heads around those things. And I think that's a lot of the metaphors, the things that we use in the Bible are just exactly that. They're just metaphors to help us wrap our heads around stuff to kind of dumb it down a little bit. Lunar said, "It's one of those moments where we must understand that God is beyond us. We cannot ever pretend to know exactly what he's doing. We must stop humanizing our creator." Exactly. Amen. And that's kind of what I'm getting at is like, I feel like we come up with terms like the Trinity and stuff like that to kind of dumb down or maybe just summarize, I guess. Like, I don't think God would ever be able to put it in simpler terms or simple enough terms how he can be Jesus, the Spirit, and the Father. Like, I would probably, if you would tell me, I'd never be able to wrap my head around it. Limp said just pop by to say hi, busy day, what time you streaming tomorrow? Limp, probably going to be similar time. Actually, wait. Day's tomorrow, Wednesday? Probably later. It'll probably be in the evening again. We'll probably do like a, maybe. What did I feel like I had something after that? I have something at like noon tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I think it'll be in the afternoon. To answer your question, Lynn. Sometime in the afternoon. Rev said, God will not share his glory with anyone. So remember, Jesus is not Jehovah Jr. He would never put himself second. Right. Again, I don't think about it like that. Like, I think about it as he's fully God. But, like, I think about it as he's fully God. But then also, because again, like, he prays to God in those moments of temptation and in those moments leading up to the cross. He prays to God and he takes time by himself to go and be with God. So would he just be with himself? Like, I don't know. Yeah, and that's the other thing too. Like, that's a good point, Lunar. Like, who are we to put a box on God? Like, when I think about it as like, why not? Why couldn't God be three people, right? Like, why couldn't God be fully Jesus, but then also fully present in heaven, and then also fully present with every single one of us? I think this is just one of those things that's just, like I said, like, you can't put a box on God. Like, maybe it is what it is. Rev said, Trinity came from man-made. God the Father is in the Bible, but not God the Son or God the Holy Spirit. The flesh prayed. Yeah, sounds good, Limp. You too, man. Hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day. So, I don't know. Let's see what Enduring Word has to say. We keep getting distracted off of this. In the beginning, it refers to the timeless eternity of Genesis 1:1, right? So that's kind of what we talked about already. John essentially wrote, when the beginning began, the Word was already there. The idea is that the Word, capital W, existed before creation or even time itself. So, try to wrap your head around that. You can't. So that, again, just kind of proves our point even more. John makes clear the Word is not just the beginning, it's the beginning. Okay, let me say that again. John makes it clear that the Word is not just the beginning, but it's the beginning of the beginning. Which, again, I feel like I'm going to have like a panic attack just thinking about that. Was the Word... Had the Word a beginning? John says no. For if we reach back to any beginning, there already was in existence the Word. At once it is evident to John's vision the Word is no other than God, the self-existent. So the word translates to the Greek of logos. The idea of the logos had deep and rich roots in both Jewish and Greek thinking. They spoke of God himself as the Word of God, the Jewish rabbis. For example, ancient Hebrew editions of the Old Testament Exodus change Exodus 19:17. Moses brought the people out of the camp to meet God. Moses brought the people out of the camp to meet the Word of God. In the mind of the ancient Jews, the phrase the Word of God could be used to refer to God himself. The Greek philosophers saw the Logos as the power that puts sense into the world, making the world orderly instead of chaotic. The Logos was the power that set the world in perfect order and kept it going in perfect order. They saw the Logos as the ultimate reason that controlled all things. Therefore, in this opening, John said to both Jews and Greeks, for centuries you've been talking, thinking, and writing about the Word, or the Logos, and now I'll tell you who he is. John met both Jews and Greeks where they were at and explained Jesus in terms they already understood. So John is essentially saying to these guys, hey, you've been talking about this Word for centuries, and here he is, standing right in front of you in the flesh. Which, we know how that turns out. John was using a term which, with various shades of meaning, was in common use everywhere. He could reckon all men catching his essential meaning. The word being thus already in use and abiding in thoughtful men in their efforts to conceive God's connection with the word. Okay. So here, Enduring Word talks about the Trinity a little bit. And the Word was with God, the Word was God. With this brilliant statement, John 1:1 sets forth one of the most basic foundations of our faith, the Trinity. We can follow God's logic. There is a being known as the Word. The being is God because he is eternal, and the being is God because he is plainly called God. The Word was God. At the same time, the being does not encompass all that God is. God the Father is a distant person from the Word, being the Word was with God. So Lunar, that's kind of what you were getting at, saying that the Word was with God, lowercase. Like the Word isn't God, the Word was with God. So the Father and the Son is known here as the Word, are equally God. So that's kind of what I was getting at too, Rev. Like, they're equally God yet distinct in their person. That's kind of what I think of when I think about it. The Father is not the Son, and the Son is not the Father, yet they're equally God. So like almost like if you, I don't know, you can't even think about it. Yet they're equally God, with God, the Holy Spirit, making one God in three persons. The Word was with God. They're separate personalities, not in God, but with God as a person eternally. And the Word was God. This is the true form of the sentence. Not God was the Word. This is absolutely required by the usage of the Greek language. Everything that can be said about God the Father can be said about God the Son. In Jesus dwells all the wisdom, glory, power, love, holiness, justice, goodness, and truth of the Father. In him, the Father is known. So, alright, I saw I missed a bunch of this back here. Think about my brother. 3 people means 3 different personalities. God is not schizophrenic. Lunar said you, Rev, are a son, a father, and a brother, and a memory that doesn't make you schizophrenic. Your mother's son, your father. You're right. Rev said, one name, my brother, different titles or roles, but one person. Exactly, so who are you or me or anyone to limit the Almighty God? Yeah. One throne in heaven. Well, Jesus even says he'll sit at the right hand. I mean, not, on the same throne. He created an infinite universe, and you find it impossible for him to be 2 million. Isaiah 45:5, with God says, I am the Lord and I know no other. Big subject. Yeah, big subject indeed. Oh, geez. Is this Rigi? We're supposed to be at play level 270? It certainly is. All right, well, it looks like we have some time, I think. We're going to be at 10,000 by Corey. So let's start shooting for that. Let's do, like, 2,000 feet a minute. Let's get these seatbelt signs back on. Stereo lights coming back on. And we should probably start preparing for our arrival into LaGuardia. So let's That was a great verse of the day, probably one of our best ones yet. So thank you guys for your inputs and for tuning in. Let's get into some landing stuff here. Landing in it. Here we go. All right, runway heading. We're still going to land on runway. We're going to do the RNAV Zulu runway 31 approach. So the runway final approach course is 314 there. Temperature in LaGuardia. I can pull up the chart over here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Weather in LaGuardia. Do temperature first. 12. Temperature is 12, so a little chillier than Nashville, but not too bad. 350 at 8 knots on the winds. Not too bad there. Landing, we've got our speeds. We'll bring this up over here as well. Landing. We've got our speeds pulled up. Let's go back to the radio page. We'll put in the tower. LaGuardia Tower is 18.7. 118.7. Nope. 118.7 on tower. We'll get that ready, and then we have no things to tune. Thank you, Rev. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Let's go auto brake medium, I guess. Got a 7,000 foot runway, so shouldn't have an issue with it, but and then minimums are going to be 330. And then let's go over the arrival as well. So we're already at Ridgey. We're coming into the Smyrna VOR, which is ENO, and then Skippy, Blessy, Edger, Davies. We should be all the way in until Proud. Did I see Proud? Did we see Proud on there? I didn't see Proud on there. Oh boy. But we'll see. We'll get vectors for the RNAV after that. And after landing, we should be able to get off probably either Juliet or Tango, make a left, and I don't know what gate these guys go to. So let's take a look at the gate number. Let's take a look at our speed as well. How are we doing? Oh, we're doing good on speed. We're totally fine. Let's take a look at a gate number for us. The next flight, we're going to go out from gate 88 Alpha. Gate 88 Alpha in LaGuardia. So where is that? Parking gates. 88 Alpha is all the way down to Terminal C. So what we'll probably have to do here is we'll probably get off either Juliet or Tango. We'll try to get off as quickly as possible. And we'll either take, let's see, does it say which one's inbound, which one's outbound? Looks like Bravo for departure, so we'll take Alpha on the way in. So we'll take whichever way we get on it, we'll take Alpha all the way down. And 88, I think, was right in here somewhere. Something like that. Let me see. Yeah, it's right there. 88 Bravo right there. So that's where we'll head down for our next flight to Syracuse. Lunar said, is ATC on in LaGuardia? Not that I saw last. Let's take another look. Ooh, we've got... Oh, well... LaGuardia ATIS is online. Oh, is there center online? I saw center flash for like a second. Let me see. Let's see if... JFK Tower, New York Center. Yeah, 2532. Okay, so we'll get ready for that. Perfect. I don't know when we get in their airspace. Let's listen to the weather, I guess, as well while we're at it. LaGuardia ATIS 2705.
Few clouds at 25,000. Temperature 12. Dew point -7. Altimeter 3002. RNAV X-ray runway 31 approach and use land runway 31.
RNAV X-ray.
Depart runway 4. Advise on initial contact. You have information Alpha. LaGuardia Airport ATIP information Alpha 1751 Zulu. 13608. Visibility 10. Few clouds
There it
at
is.
15,000. Few clouds at 25,000. Temperature 12. Dew point -7. Altimeter 3002. RNAV X-ray runway 31 approach and use land runway 31. Depart runway 4. Advise on initial.
Alright, what are we? 5633, I think, right? Center, hello, Brickyard 5633. We're descending via the Proud 2. $125,325. Okay, messed up the frequency. My bad. 125.325. There we go. Center, hello, Brickyard 5633, descending via the Proud 2.
Brickyard 5633 near Center, good afternoon. Ready to contact 5 miles northeast of the front of your WR, flight level 3, correction flight level 218. Descend via the Proud 2 arrival, the Philadelphia altimeter 3005.
3005, descend via the Proud 2, position altitude checks, Brickyard 5633, there it is. Okay, so we're descending via, so let's see, Skippy's our next waypoint at flight level 190 at the lowest there. So let's set flight level 190 for Skippy. Blessy is at or above 17,000, so let's we'll just set 17,000. We're basically at Skippy. Yeah, we're through Skippy now officially.
Good afternoon, ready to contact 10 miles.
Blessy at or above 17,000. So we're clear to descend via, is what he just gave us.
Runway 4 right approach, the Kennedy altimeter 3003.
It also said to expect the RNAV X-ray. So let's kind of redo some things here. (31) RNAV X-ray runway 31. Let's check the fixes.
United 2661 cross Biley at 13,000.
Probably take it from
altimeter 3006.
Manapachu. What does it want? Varaz? Where's Varaz? Or Greg?
I'm sorry, say that again for United 2661.
United 2661 cross Biley at 13,000. The Allentown altimeter 3006.
I've been 13,000 cross Avenue C.
I guess let's just start it from
altimeter is what was one more
Varaz.
time?
Looks like it's more on our side than anything
United
else.
2661
On the Proud 2
the
from
Allentown altimeter
GVE.
3006.
So we're coming up on Blessy, so we're going to have to, I think, kind of direct ourselves to Blessy or not. No, we're direct Blessy still. That looks good.
Center, very good morning. Head 70, we're with you all in the ground here at Harrisburg. Are we
So we have
from you or covering this?
Blessy Edger Davies.
Yes,
Holy.
sir. 1670 near Center, good afternoon. You ready for your flight?
Affirm.
Brand Corey
United
Deputy
1670
Deputy
Heavy right,
Tykes
you're cleared
Minx
to
Jersey
Indianapolis Airport. Greater Vector
Varaz.
Harrisburg.
Okay, so now we're on Varaz is on the
3000.
approach.
Expect flight level 340.
So I don't know exactly where Varaz is at. It's freaking not that close. So Varaz on the approach. So everything looks good though up until then. So Blessy is next. After Blessy,
We're clear 10 to
I'll pull up this so you guys can see what I'm
by,
looking at. So Blessy's at or above flight level 170, or not flight level 170, but 17,000. And speaking of, we got to be local altimeter setting, which you said was 006, 005, I think. 005, so we're set there.
1670
Blessy
heavy reback
Edger
expect runway
at
31.
17, in between 17 and 13. So let's go ahead and drop it down to 13, and we'll do a couple thousand feet per minute. We want to stay on top. We'll do like 1,500 feet a minute is fine.
Seabird is 24
All right,
Echo Heavy,
very
just gonna
nice. This
maintain
is
the
exciting.
9,000.
Let me see if I can find a better spot for this. Maybe like right there.
Africa 9er Mike Alpha, heavy New York Center, good evening. Correction, good afternoon. Reset transponder, squawk 4225.
I'll just turn it off for now.
4225 or 9 a couple.
Yep, 4225, 4225.
Copy 4225 on the bus.
Brickyard 5633, expect RNAV X-ray, runway 31 approach, to LaGuardia, altimeter 3002.
Alright, 002, expect the RNAV X-ray, runway 31, Brickyard 5633. We have that loaded up, and real quickly, let's take a look at the minimums. Let's get rid of the RNAV Zulu. 314, 2200, 1160 on the minimums on this one. So much higher.
7 miles east of the Calverton VOR at 15,900. Expect vectors ILS, runway 4 right approach, to Kennedy, altimeter 3003.
1160. Do not exceed 165 to over. Okay. That's a misapproach procedure. So we're climbing to maintain 2,000 initially. Just LNAV minimums on this one. So this is, we don't have WAS on this approach. We're gonna have an advisory glide slope at the best. Coming up on Edler, Davies is next. Let's see, Davies is at about 13,000, so we'll just keep that set. And then it'll be 11,000 and 10,000 at Corey. After Davies, we can go down. It looks like. So yeah, no vertical guidance on this approach. We'll hit gate car at 2200 and then start our descent. A little more than a 3-degree glide slope, so it'll be probably somewhere around 800 to 900 feet a minute on the descent once we're fully configured and everything like that. So we'll be configured and everything though. It won't be anything to worry about. Heck yeah, Lunar. Love it, man. So we're approaching 13,000, so we'll level off here and hang out until we get to Davies, and then after that we'll be down to 11,000 by Brand, and then 10,000 at Corey as well. Let's see, it might already have us through Davies. Yeah, it already has us through Davies. Let's go to 11,000. Oh, yep, 1,500 is good. Still. And 10,000 at Corey is our last waypoint, and this pretty much should lead us into
American 3089 ready to taxi.
More or less of a base for our
American
approach.
3089 runway 4 taxi via Echo.
So another thing with this approach is
Echo Bravo.
Pachu is right in front of Proud, which is the end of our arrival, so we'll pretty much line up perfectly with this. We want to make sure we're on our speeds and on our altitudes and everything like that, because we've got Pachu, and then this is Gaykar, our final approach fix, which is obviously we've got 1,000 to go. Gaykar, then Daryl, Keith, DC track, I don't know, Dick, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but then it's kind of wrapping us around for runway 31. So interesting RNAV approach here. Should be fun to fly this bad boy. Let's see, are we through Brand yet? Not quite.
Super 24 Echo Super, descend and maintain 4,000.
So, yeah, this always nerves me. This always, we're gonna have to be kind of on our game coming through here. Definitely want to be at 2,200 by Gaykar. Definitely want to be right around 3,000 by Pachu, and just kind of step ourselves down is what we're gonna have to do here. All right, so it says we're through. It says we're through Brand, so we go down to 10,000.
Cross duty at 10,000, 10,000 for United 2661.
1,000 to go. So I think after this, we're probably gonna go.
Brickyard 5633, descend and maintain 9,000.
There you go. Down to 9,000, Brickyard 5633. All right, 9,000's coming. 9,000 set. There we go. Finally. So now he's given us those. Now, so what I was going to do after Corey, I was just gonna kind of start a shallow descent down to probably like 3,000. Try to be at 3,000 by Proud-ish. Because, or maybe 4,000, somewhere in that area though, because Pachu's right after Proud, and that's where the approach starts. So he said he's going to give us vectors too, so I don't know how that's going to work.
Mike Alpha Heavy, fly heading 240, vector for final.
With a goofy looking approach like that. Hopefully he just lines us up on like a base, so we don't have to fly that thing, but whatever. Anyway, I was going to just do that, but since he gave us a descend and maintain 9,000, now that kind of takes the worry off of us. He's just going to step us down now. So we're essentially coming through 10,000 to get our lights on.
5633, descend and maintain 8,000.
8,000 Brickyard 5633. What am I hitting there? FPA.
United 2661, expect RNAV X-ray, runway 31 approach, to LaGuardia, altimeter 3002.
Wanna go?
Expect RNAV X-ray 31 and altimeter is 3002 for United 2661.
African 9er Mike Alpha Heavy, descend and maintain 4,000.
What's that? I don't know.
Your center, port flight level 360.
JetBlue 2204 New York Center, good afternoon. Radar contact 100 miles southeast of the Robbinsville VOR, flight level 360.
I hope once we get on the ground and everything, I hope I don't have to restart
4,000,
the sim.
14,000,
And,
3003.
I hope I don't have to restart the sim after I change the flight plan and stuff. We'll see, I probably will. If it did it in the air, I'm sure it'll do it on the ground.
Super 24 Echo Super, turn right.
Oh, I'm out of water, but I'm so thirsty and I have to pee.
Okay, everybody. Seabird 24 Echo Super, turn right heading 290, descend and maintain 3,000.
This is quieter out here. I don't know why it's so loud in the cockpit.
New York Center, United 2661, what would you draw my speed to?
United 2661, you can just maintain 250 knots now, please.
20 knots?
250 knots, please.
250 knots, you got it.
New York Center, American 3089, ready to go, runway 4, LaGuardia.
American 3089, wind 3608, runway 4, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 4, American 3089.
Oh.
Seabird 24 Echo Super, maintain 210 knots.
210 knots, left us for it.
Alright.
Brickyard 5633, descend and maintain 7,000.
Down to 7,000 now, Brickyard 5633. Down we go. Let's see if Tower or anybody came up. Just JFK Tower is online. I'm gonna put a hoodie on. I'm cold, bro. I'm cold.
Seabird 24 Echo Super, turn right heading 310.
Holden says, have you flown with a yoke that looks like that in real life? To think of having the hands on top of the yoke seems like it would feel weird turning. I have not. Would be nice if LaGuardia Tower was on. Also, yeah, that'd be cool. It'd be cool if like they had approach and stuff. But you guys know my favorite controllers are center controllers, so we love that. Yeah, I don't know though, Holden. That seems like it would be weird. I've talked to my buddies who fly the Embraer though, and they say it's fine. Like you get used to it. I think it would be really weird too, though. I think it'd be really weird. Like why? Why do they have to? They just wanted to be different. They just wanted to be different. That's the only reason they did this.
Alpha, heavy turn right heading.
This thing African? What?
900.
Is there an African Airlines? Is that a thing?
Right heading 290,
Seabird 24 Echo Heavy, reduce speed to 170, then descend and maintain 2000.
Africa. Africa Airlines. I didn't know that was a thing. Those guys are all going in there.
American 3089, radar contact, the altitude.
American 3089 through 2700 for 5,000 for this departure.
American 3089 cleared, direct to Big E, climb and maintain 17,000.
Cleared direct Big E up to 17,000.
Whoa, where's it going?
American 3089.
Alright.
Brickyard 5633 cleared, direct Pachu, cross Pachu at or above 3,000, cleared, RNAV X-ray, runway 31 approach.
Alright, clear direct Pachu, cross Pachu at or above 3,000, clear the RNAV X-ray, runway 31, Brickyard 5633. Okay, so we're clear direct to Pachu now. Can I, is that, okay, there we go. Nav mode, let's get bank mode off. We're clear direct Pachu, we're crossing at or above 3,000 vertical speed.
Seabird 24 Echo.
Move Navigraph, you don't want it? Okay.
Miles from Abbey, turn right heading 010. Maintain 2,000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS runway 4 right approach.
So yeah, he just gave us direct to Pachu. So we're pretty much, we're going to try to slow down a bit and try to get some flaps out here as well. Let's see, what are our, does it have our flap speeds? Clean 210, flaps 180. So let's start trying to work on that here. How far are we from Pachu? 13 miles. Let's do like two. I mean, let's do.
Africa 9
honestly, we can still do 250.
Right,
we can do 250 for now. I don't think the flap speed is that. There they are. Flap expanded, flaps 1, 230, 215, 200.
American 3089, climb and maintain, flight level 360.
So those are a little, let me see. Flaps 1, what does that say? Does it say 230?
That last for American 3089.
American 3089, climb and maintain.
Okay, you could change them. Oh, that's kind of cool. All right. We'll do 230, 215, 200.
Flight level 360, sorry about that.
200, 180, 180, and then 165.
Alpha Mike 49er.
We'll just go with those speeds for now.
Good afternoon, radar contact. Turn right, heading at 200. When able, proceed direct Robin.
Holden said I meant to ask her how the night shift's going. Still good, man. I still like them. Next month I bid for, I just no preference. I just, we'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm leaving it up to I'm leaving it up to the Lord next month.
United 2661, descend and maintain 9,000.
So we'll see.
Maintain 9,000
Good for now, though.
United,
But I'm gonna be moving and everything next month, and so the night shift is nice when you don't have anything else going on, because it feels like your whole life is flying that night shift. It's like,
turn right heading 010, maintain
you're there.
established on the localizer, cleared ILF.
You wake up, you go to the gym, eat breakfast, go fly, come home, go to bed. Like, it's pretty much all you do on the night shift. But I don't necessarily want that to be the case 1,000 to go while I'm
Echo Super, contact Kennedy Tower.
working. Let's start slowing to 230. I don't want that to necessarily be the case while I'm, in the process of moving and everything. So we'll see.
Kennedy Tower, 119.1. Have a good day.
119.1.
Brickyard 5633, wind 3608, runway 31, clear to land.
Runway 31, clear land, Brickyard 5633. So at that point, we would be able to go all the way with our checklist, get all of our lights on and everything like that, and just kind of finish some stuff up. Ooh, Holden, how does PTO work? That's a great question.
Maintain 8,000 for 2661.
And I don't know.
FedEx 1670 heavy, fly runway heading.
I think I actually recently lost all my PTO because I didn't realize this, but I had to take FMLA for my appendix to get my appendix out, and apparently you lose all your PTO when you do FMLA, which is stupid. Let's go flaps 1. So after Pachu, which we're crossing right now, Shaky is at 2,500. Let's go ahead and descend for that. I know it's just 2,000, but we're just gonna do that. We really gotta get configured. I'm gonna bug up the final approach speed, which is 133, because we need to start heading that way. Get the speed brake out a little bit. We'll bug up 135.
Up Alpha Mike 49er heavy, climbing maintain, flight level 220.
Flaps 2.
Africa 9er Mike.
Here's the field. That's runway 31 going this way.
Tower 119.1. Have a good day.
We are clear to land. Gate car is our final approach fix at 2,200. Flaps 3. Let's go gear down. We're hustling now.
2204, cross Lisi at 9,000.
Lisi at 9,000.
The Big Apple.
Papa Alpha Mike 49er heavy, cleared, direct Romeo Bravo Victor VOR, Romeo Bravo Victor.
We're going all the way with the flaps to full.
United 2661, descend and maintain 7,000.
And we'll get the speed brake out of here. Now I'm just going to hand fly it the rest of the way.
Mike 49er heavy, I see you're currently not on that heading, so just make sure you have your, your VNAV.
Mayo, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Holden, sorry, we'll get back to that here in a second. This approach is all hands on deck. So at that next altitude, Daryl, we just kind of need to continue descending. 2,000 is our misapproach altitude, so we'll go ahead and leave that set. I'm gonna take the auto throttles as well and just fly this thing myself.
Clear direct.
Okay.
Climb and maintain, flight level 340.
Let's get the flight director off at this point. It'd be easier if I could just look out the window. It's alright, we'll figure it out. See, can I get the FPA? Oh, well, doesn't really. Alright, let's just lock in on this here. There's the field.
Approaching minimums.
A little slow.
1,000. Minimums.
Harjaw's always right on time. You have a way. You have a way with your timing. You guys just like to come in and see me slam it. That's what you guys want.
500.
Little high.
500. 400. Sink rate.
Yeah, whatever.
Sink rate.
We're fine.
300.
Look at that rollout, huh? How about it?
200.
Virgin 44 Heaven, New York Center, good afternoon. Radar contact, cleared, direct directly, climb and maintain 17,000.
40. 30. 20. 10.
United 2661, cleared, direct pass. Actually, United 2661,
We'll take it.
turn right heading 180, descend maintain 2,000.
Negative 189. All the people in the back like it.
Auto brake. Turn right.
Yeah, let's get on the brakes so we can get off right here.
And down to 3,000 for United 2661.
Oh, didn't mean to stop completely. Come on. Roll. Dude, what are we doing?
Air Shuttle 6225, New York Center, good evening, radar contact. 50 miles southeast of the Jonestown DOR, flight level 195, climb and maintain, flight level
Why is the parking brake on? What? Alright, we're good. We're out of here. Oh, we're gonna go out here and make the left on Alpha. I don't know why the parking brake was on. Alright, strobe lights coming off. Oh, not those.
New York Center, United 2661. What was my speed restriction again?
United 2661, speed at your discretion.
Yeah, for speed to the discretion for United 2661.
I just wanted Africa to go around. They're going to JFK, Lunar. They're fine. Dude, that was stupid. Alright, flaps are coming up. Alright guys, don't go anywhere. We got one more leg. We're going to Syracuse. We're going to try to turn it around here. I'm probably going to have to restart it because we're in the E-Jets. Why wouldn't I have to restart it? Look, I mean, look at that thing. It's already spinning like crazy down there. I haven't even done anything yet. So we'll see what I can do. I'll try to change it up. But we're going to Alpha 88 or 88 Alpha, something like that. I think it's 88 Alpha. Ooh, Hardross, you said your guess was negative 168.
Somebody was late.
What is...
Up 267, New York Center, good afternoon, ready contact, 50 miles northwest of the Center for Zero, flight level 410.
Holden said I'm having to be careful with mine. Got the expo coming up, and then at the end of the year, me and the wife are going on a nice vacation for our 5-year anniversary. Nice, dude. Congrats on 5 years. That is awesome. Congratulations.
Super Comfort to Heaven, New York Center, good afternoon. Join the Kennedy.
This airport looks familiar.
Left-bound. Proceed to ship, climb and maintain, flight level 3.
Yeah, Hardjoss, the worst default scenery ever, almost. I gotta get a LaGuardia scenery. Jay, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Lunar said the needle had one too many in-flight drinks. We don't do in-flight drinks here.
Flight level 400 through flight level 500.
Flight level 500. What's he flying?
Got a 2661, turn right heading 300, when able proceed direct patch him.
Turn right head 300 and clear direct Apache for United 26.
Official day is April 17th. Oh, so you meant... Oh, it's like... I thought you said at the end of the year. Or are you going at the end of the year?
The 2008.
MK Studios one, it's beautiful? Okay.
FedEx 1670 leaving my airspace. Cleveland Center is closed. Radar service terminated. Free continue for
Well, the gate realistically is, I think, on our right. It's like over here, but there's nothing there, so we're just going to go straight ahead and park in
American
the ocean.
3089 cleared. Direct board until VOR.
Biased because it's the only scenery I own, but it looks like real life.
American 3089.
Well, that's what we want. So.
Thanks for the shortcut.
A little bumpy. And we'll just go ahead and stop it there, set the parking brake. APU is on so we can get the engines off. Taxi lights can come off. And the beacon light can come off.
The boarding requested.
Oh yeah, not even this one, Harjoss? Look at that guy. What do you mean? Never seen a scenery look as good. Look at that guy over there. Come on.
JetBlue 2204, expect vectors, ILS, runway 4 right approach, the LaGuardia,
All right.
correction to Kennedy, altimeter 3003.
I'm going to switch him off real quick, just so we don't have to hear him the whole time. We are kind of deboarding and getting ready for our next flight. Hope you guys enjoyed that first one, though. Great verse of the day conversation. Thanks you to everybody who participated in that. That's the reason why I do this stuff, is to spread the gospel. So hope you guys enjoyed that. Like I said, don't go anywhere. We got one more flight to Syracuse coming up here. That's a new destination for us here on the stream. I don't believe we've ever been to Syracuse. And we're going to get this loaded up here in SimBrief and see if I don't have to completely restart everything. I might have to, though, so you just bear with me. Doing the E170. We are in dual class configuration. This is, I saw. And we're going to be Brickyard 5840 going out. Brickyard 5840. Oh, 5840. There it is. Generate flight. Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty awesome, Harjoss. I don't know. Crew 32,000 feet. Yeah, we're not doing that. That's insane. Play good baseball over there at Syracuse, do they? Not good football, that's for sure. All right, let's see. Yeah, it looks like that's just going to spin. So we are going to... New flight. Yeah, and then this is frozen, I'm guessing. Oh, it's not frozen. Well, I don't know. What do we think? Do we risk it? I don't know. Let me see. Let me see if I load up the new flight plan. What is it beeping at me for? What does it want? Open forward passenger door. Oh, is it opening or closing?
Passengers to boarding starting.
Oh yeah, how about I turn the seatbelt signs off too? Alright, let's see. Let's just import this new flight and see what happens. Route... Yeah, I don't know. It's probably just going to be easier just to restart this whole thing. Unless, I mean, let me see. If I did LGA... No, it's not even changing. Yeah, alright, we're just going to restart. We're going to quit messing around with this and just restart this, so... Yeah, this has us cruising at 32,000 feet to Syracuse. That's not happening. I'll disconnect from VATSIM while we do this. Let's pre-file, though, while we're doing all this crapola. Okay, also, I don't know if you guys have any ideas why, but my last stream got copyrighted. I don't know why, but like it said it wasn't a copyright strike. It was just like, it just says copyright, and it's like, oh, it's fine. Nothing is going to affect your channel. But it says copyright on it, and it's like, wait. So nothing's going to affect my channel, but we're... I don't know. I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't know if you guys have any ideas there. Okay, we're not going to cruise at 30,000 feet. We're going to cruise... Where is it? 32,000? No, we're going to cruise at like... I mean, they filed for... It looks like they filed for like 15,000 in real life. Let's file for... I mean, it is... I don't know. It's a longer flight than I am thinking, though. I mean, it says it's 42 minutes of airtime, an hour and 10 minutes. Let's do like 22,000. Let's do 22,000. Let's file that flight plan. Brickyard 5840. LaGuardia to Syracuse. Syracuse. Probably because you don't own the rights to fly, be flying so good. Alright. I wish. Alright, get the cones and the... Or no, the cones can stay. The covers and the pins can go. GPU, connect that bad boy. Get this thing out of here. It's Michael's fault. Let's get the batteries on. And the GPU can come on as well. We'll get the nav lights on. And the emergency exit lights. And we can just start up the APU right now, I guess. What did I say? 5840. That's nice. Gave us some nice little 8 cars. All right. Squawk 1032. LaGuardia 7 departure. Clementine 5,000. Expect 220 and 10. Departure frequency 25, 325, and contact him for taxi as well. All right. Got our clearance. Got our APU starting up. Let's get our flight details rolling here. LaGuardia to Syracuse, 5840 looks good. Go ahead and give that the check mark. Departure stuff. We'll get all that here in a minute. What is it? Does it say LaGuardia 7 maintains 5,000? I think departing. Let's see what the ATIS says. Departing runway 4. So we'll go runway 4. We'll get the weather and stuff here in a little bit. Dry. I don't know, maybe 3-1 if we can. Dry. Calculate that, and let's get GSX. Oh, wait, let's see. Let me just try to start it from here and see what happens.
Refueling truck is on its way.
All right.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do.
I think we can get the electric pump on now. Said that last time. Whatever. There's our GPU cord hanging out again. All right, let me see. Is it? So is it just doing the fuel truck or what? Was boarding?
Requested.
Ugh.
Fuel truck is in position. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity.
All right. Doing this again. Fuel truck's already done again. No.
Do you want to board crew?
No. Alright guys, give me like 2 minutes. I'm gonna go hit the restroom real quick and get some water finally. Oh.
Passengers boarding started.
Alright, gotta love the passenger boarding just starting, I guess, but we gotta listen to the ATIS anyways. 10:32 on the squawk. Oh. And ATIS is on 2705.
Altimeter 3002. RNAV X-ray runway 31 approach and use land runway 31. Depart runway 4. Advise on initial contact. You have information Alpha.
Still Alpha. Yeah, I guess it's about to change though, I think.
LaGuardia Airport ATIS information Alpha 1751 Zulu.
Yeah, 5-1. It's almost an hour old.
Visibility 10. View clouds at 15,000. View clouds at 25,000. Temperature 12. Dew point -7. Altimeter 3002. RNAV X-ray runway 31.
Heard the rest. All right. Information Alpha still, like I said, it's about to change, so we'll probably have to listen to that one more time. Let's go into the route. Just kidding, into the flight plan. Or where is it? Is it? Okay, there it is. I was like, I thought it was in here. We're going to Syracuse. Hardross, you're our resident New York resident. Is this, how far is Syracuse away? I feel like this is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. Departing off runway 4 on the LaGuardia 7 he gave us. No SID? Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll just... I think it's just vectors anyways. Arrival into Syracuse. That's an interesting question. Let's take a look. No arrivals into Syracuse, just approaches. So 230 or 250 at 3 winds out of the west southwest. They've got runway 28. Let's shoot an approach to runway 28. How about that? ILS, perfect. They've got an ILS, everybody. We're saved. And weather's clear, so we're not even gonna have to use it anyways. So we'll take the ILS runway 28. ILS, we'll take it from, what, Stoda? Is that fine? Take it from Stoda. Probably just be vectors, really, but... Let's send all this to the McDew, and so she can do her thing over there. We'll see what she ends up doing with that. Wind was 360 at 8, I believe. And that's good. She just needs to put in our information there, and we'll be ready to rock and roll pretty much here. The LaGuardia 7 departure, he gave us climb maintain 4,000 initially. 5,000 initially. 5,000 initially, expect 220 in 10 minutes. Other than that, we're looking good. And again, I want to see if I can set this while we're on the ground. I want to go to cruise. I want to do 80 in the cruise. Alright, we'll see how that goes. All right, we've got our takeoff numbers all set up. Everything is looking good. Takeoff page, climb page. Yeah, everything looks good, guys. Let's work on getting out of here. I think you just said call for taxi. So we're going to say push is at our discretion. Pushback in departure. I think, let's see. Advise ATIS contact him for taxi. All right, we'll do that. And I will monitor that frequency while we are pushing back, just in case he starts freaking out.
We are ready for pushback.
Oh, gotta get the GPU out of there. I think they close the doors on their own eventually. Alright guys, last leg to Syracuse. Blasting out of LaGuardia. It's gonna play this game.
Air Shuttle 6265 leaving my airspace. Boston Center is closed. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. We'll see you.
Let's see.
Cactus 69, descend and maintain 4,000.
It does it eventually. I think we just might have to let it do its thing for a little bit here. I think, unless I have to... Oh, there we go. Look at that. Nope. Ah, what the heck?
Blocking
There we go. All right. Yeah, we're gonna go
Back to
nose
69, fly heading 180, vector for final.
to the left.
180, vector for final, okay.
Release parking brake.
All right, we will do that, and we will
Commencing
also
push. All engines clear. Start at will.
start up engine number 1 now. Captain Aviation, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream.
26 Heavy, expect vectors, ILS to runway 4 right approach to Kennedy altimeter 3003.
3003 will expect vectors for the ILS 04 right approach off the 26 Heavy.
It's Terra 608, heavy turn right heading 280.
Is engine starting? Engine 1 not at idle? Oh, my bad. I was like, that's a super... I was like, it was quiet earlier, but I don't remember it being that quiet.
Set parking brake.
AP's on. I think it was just starting. Yeah, okay, here we go. N2's turning. Yep, there we go.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Yeah, we're fine. What? Alright, go away. Oh no. Okay, there we go. We're good. Let me see, I bet it's information freaking Bravo
Cactus
now.
69, turn right heading 220.
Information Alpha 1751 Zulu.
Alright, just kidding. Let's call him before it turns to Bravo. Center Brickyard 5840 on the ground of LaGuardia, Air Information Alpha taxi.
Brickyard 5840, contact LaGuardia Tower 118.7.
Ooh, alright, over the tower. Alright, LaGuardia Tower just came online. 18.7.
Delta 26 Heavy, descend and maintain 16,000.
Let's pause the music. Tower, hello, Brickyard 5840, Information Alpha taxi.
Brickyard 4840. Sorry, 5840.
There you go.
LaGuardia Tower, runway 4, taxi via Zulu, Bravo.
Alright, Zulu and Bravo to runway 4, Brickyard 5840. Alright, we'll just do a single engine taxi for now while we start up engine numero dos. That nose taxi light on. Is this door still open? Alright, Zulu and Bravo all the way down to runway 4. Oh, geez, that's all. This is literally the longest taxi that it could possibly be. So, that's fun. Alright, here comes the left on Bravo. We've got both engines ready. Let's go ahead and set flaps 2. APU can come off. And I believe that is it. Auto brake RTO, and we'll do a takeoff config. I realized while I was looking around in the cockpit on the last flight that there's a takeoff config button in this one. I forgot about that. So we'll go ahead and do that once we get the flaps set and everything. boys are ready in the back.
Takeoff okay.
All right, great. Cooking on the taxiway today, baby. It's gonna get a little confusing down here, especially with our lovely airport scenery and lack of signs, I'm sure. So I think this first left we could take here actually is gonna be Bravo. So I think we'll just stay on this line the whole way. I do believe. Yep, we're still on Bravo. I feel like I'm a race car driver in the turn right now. Alright. Made a pretty long taxi pretty quick, going 30 knots all the time. Tower Brickyard 5840 will be ready.
Brickyard 5840, roger. Brickyard 5840, runway 4, wind 340, correction 350 at 7, runway 4, clear for takeoff.
Runway 4 clear for takeoff, Brickyard 5840. Alright, runway 4, we are cleared for takeoff. Let's do it. Let's get some togas in the chat. One more takeoff today. Lights are on. Below the line complete. I'm back looking back at the chat. Did you slam the landing? Limp, no, it was actually not too bad. It was under negative 200, so we'll take it. It was negative 180 something. Spool them up 50. Oh shoot, auto throttle. Help me, auto throttle. Auto throttle took it. Airspeed's alive. Jeez, what's with the right rudder?
Good one. Rotate. Positive rate.
And gear's coming up. 400 feet will be our 400 feet today. There's our 400 feet. Let's go flight level change and heading mode for now.
Brickyard 5840, contact New York Center. 125.32. Have a good flight.
All right, over to center. You have a good one, Brickyard 5840. See you.
See ya.
Okay, it says till 500 and then a left. to the north, I believe. We might get into trouble here, I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. We should have read this departure order on the ground. Let's go heading here for now. Flaps 1 and contact departure.
0 knots. The Kennedy altimeter 3001.
Center, hello, Brickyard 5840 up out of LaGuardia 360, heading 3.3 for 5. Alright, flaps up. Center, hello, Brickyard 5840 up out of LaGuardia 3.7 for 5, 360 heading.
Brickyard 5840 New York Center, good afternoon. Clear direct neon, climb and maintain 17,000.
Up to 17,000 direct neon, Brickyard 5840. Alright, up to 17,000. And flight plan directed neon. I believe once I just hit nav, it'll
American
do that.
319, leaving my airspace. Boston Center closed. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approval.
Frequency approval for the American 319. See ya.
Yeah, this definitely goes the wrong way. Unless it's just like that in an Embraer. I don't know. Like I said, we're going to heading mode this, do the same thing that we did last time. Probably do like a 310 heading, actually, that's perfect.
Number 2 Delta Sierra.
Yeah, could you accommodate the East River? We'll just take the East River, join the, or fly over Central Park and then rejoin the river northbound.
Number 2 Delta Sierra, make the request with the LaGuardia Tower, contact them now.
There we go, autopilot yaw damper on, flight level change is on. Looking good out of here.
Turn right heading 300.
Lip said I'm going to rewatch the first part of the stream later. Sounds good, man. No worries. Appreciate it. Yeah, we definitely should have read that departure a little bit. If there was any departure to read, that was the one. Now it says there's 3 different climbs. I don't understand that. It's all for the same off of runway 4. Bronx climb 044 500, then left turn to 360. Phelan.
26 heavy, turn right.
Pelham, Pelham climb. Climb 044, then 500 feet, then a left turn to 040. And then the sound climb. Climb heading 044 to 500, then a right turn to 055 and maintain 5,000. So I don't know. I went with 360. I think it worked out.
Northwest.
Sorry if it disconnected on you guys.
Depart LaGuardia 130.
Coming through 10,000, or it says it's back. With the lights off. Stereo light come off.
Active 69, 9 miles from Pachu, cross Pachu at or above 3,000, cleared RNAV X-ray, runway 31 approach.
Cross Pachu at or above 3,000, cleared RNAV X-ray 31, cactus 9.
JetBlue 323, expect vectors, ILS, runway 4 right approach.
Vectors 4 right approach, W53.
Brickyard 5840, climb and maintain, flight level 220.
Climb and maintain 220, Brickyard 5840. Okay, that was Stadium Pulse was high right there. I was on the phone. I had my mic muted. I was on
Northwest
the phone.
2342, descend and maintain
Had
13,000, 13,000.
13,000.
Mute the phone. Answer unmute the mic. Answer ATC. Mute the mic. Unmute the phone and answer her. That was crazy. Anyway, Lib said, any interest in the Fokker F-28? Not really. I saw that.
Maintain 2,000.
Who's flying that right now? I think is V1 flying that right now. I saw him doing that. Let me see. He was flying it. No, I don't know. I'm not a huge like retro airliner guy. I don't know. For one reason or another, I've wanted to fly the Saab lately. Like that, I think they have the Saab. I forget what type it is, but I wouldn't even know where to begin with that thing.
JetBlue 323, descend and maintain 900,000.
9,000 is 223.
Delta 26 Heavy, 11 miles from Heavy, turn right heading 010, maintain 2000 until established on the localizer, cleared ILS, runway 4 at approach.
Right, 10, or was that 101? Or one more time on the heading for me for Delta 26 Heavy.
Alright, flight level 180, let's go standard altimeter setting.
And maintain 2000 until established, cleared ILS, runway 4 at approach, 010.
Looking good, yeah, it's looking good. I'll tell you what, like I said, this airplane is definitely a little bit more hands-on, so if you're not used to that, you know, you might be a little overwhelmed with this thing, but it's a little more hands-on, but man, it is, it's fun to fly, guys, it's fun to fly. Honestly, we could probably go higher than this too.
So the 460 New York Center, good evening, radar contact 50 miles southwest of the Smyrna Airport, flight level 350.
I guess you don't have to though either is the thing. Like,
Proud 2 arrival,
it's smooth right here, like
altimeter 3004.
It's not bumpy. This gives us a longer cruise phase so that, you know, the flight attendants can do their thing. I don't know. I think it's a good cruising altitude.
Delta 1528, expect vectors, ILS, runway 4
Let's get the seatbelt signs off.
Altimeter 3001.
ILS 04 2001,
Northwest 2342, turn right heading 180, descend and maintain 8000.
180, 8000, Northwest 2342.
Let's see, JetBlue did this flight at flight level 220. There you go. In the A220 they did that, so... Or they filed a 220. They went up to, yeah, it looks like 220 actually. Okay, so I think we're in a good, we're at a fine cruising altitude for now. Let's see if it actually is going to go up to 0.80 Mach in the cruise. I think I'm going to have to change it.
Then microphone on frequency near Colby, closing within about 10 minutes.
Boo. 0.8. I've got it selected. Let's see. Maybe it just needs a second to settle out.
Delta 26 Heavy, contact Kennedy Tower, 119.1, we'll see you.
Interesting, so now it wants that, I don't know what it wants.
Center 4, 2 Delta server back with you, VFR 1500, Reverend northbound, Stewart.
Diamond 422, Delta Sierra, New York Center, hello again. To west, Chester altimeter 299er, and maintain VFR.
2999, VFR, clear that stuff.
JetBlue 323, fly heading 240, vector for final, descend and maintain 4000.
240 vector for final, and descend and maintain, was it 5,000?
Yeah, we'll take 310, I guess. I guess maybe just, since we're so low.
240, descend and maintain 4000.
Hold on, let me do slash...
Heading 240 and descend and maintain 4,000.
No, it's not working now. I don't know. Whatever.
Delta 1528, fly heading 060, vector for final.
060, vector for final, land at 1520.
Northwest 2342, turn right heading 220, descend and maintain 3000.
220, 3000.
Lunar, welcome back. No worries, man. Lunar, what do you do? I don't know if we've talked about this before or not.
Delta 1528, descend and maintain 4,000.
4,000, Delta 1528.
Better late than never on the Togas, love it.
422 Delta Sierra, Stewart, wind 020 at 10, visibility 10. Sky clear, temperature 12, dew point minus 09er, altimeter 3002.
He's reading
altimeter
the
3000. Expect runway 9er.
Runway 9 for 2.
Work in the film industry. Oh my, alright.
Potential aircraft on frequency near Holden goes in about 6 minutes. Delta 1528, fly heading 040.
I don't know. I want to take a shortcut and go direct to Corta. It kind of cuts the corner. Honestly, when he gets off, you know what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to go direct to the initial approach fix. Probably going to go direct to Stoda.
Northwest 2342, turn right heading 260.
260,
Whole lot of nothing here in upstate New York. Once you get away from the city, it's freaking no man's land out here. What airport is that? Elmira. Yeah, tomorrow going to be flying the 737 MAX around. Going to be going from Denver down to New Orleans. Ooh, exclamation point flight plan. Do we have that? I don't think we do.
Northwest 2342, descend and maintain 2,000.
2,000.
Hang on. I got you, Lunar. Bam.
Delta 1528, turn left heading 360.
Heading north, Delta.
Northwest 2342, turn right heading 300.
300, Northwest 342.
Brickyard 5840, cross Binghamton VOR at flight level 180.
Alright, we'll cross the Binghamton VOR at flight level 180, Brickyard 5840. Alright, well.
Delta 1528, flighting 280.
Heading 280, Delta 1528.
Northwest 2342, turn right heading 360.
360, Northwest 2342.
Well, we're crossing that VOR at flight level 180, but like I said, as soon as he gets off, little does he know, we're going direct to the initial approach fix, so. Ooh. Squawking 70. I have my Flight Radar 24. It gives me notifications when somebody squawks 7700. Delta 4, a 767-400 started squawking 7700. Let's see what's going on with them. They were London to JFK, and now they're going back. Oh, they're diverting to Shannon. Down at 10,000. I wonder if they had a pressurization issue.
1887 for check.
555.
Okay, so they serve the 787-9 on Newark, Northwest.
We're 220. We'll need to start our descent 4 minutes away from the Binghamton VOR. at 1,000 feet per minute. If we're to get there at 18,000, but again, we're not going to do that. I don't think. We'll see. How far did it say we are from it?
Cleared ILS, runway 4.
Only 8 minutes from it, so.
170
Oh, you just got that too? Nice, Leonard.
170 to Heavy, 010, 2000 telestat, and maintain 2000.
So bug up 18,000. If this thing had a good VNAV system, this would be a phenomenal airplane.
Delta 1528, turn right,
It'd be
heading 320.
so cool. I mean, it's still really cool. I still love flying it. It would be awesome.
JetBlue 323, turn right, heading 270, descend and maintain.
It would be
3,000.
even better if it had a good VNAV and a good FMS.
270 and maintain 3000.
Delta 1528, descend and maintain 2000.
Maintain 2000 at 1520.
Yeah, Lunar, it's a solid airplane. Like I said, it's the sounds are good. It flies. It honestly hand flies really well. I think it's one of the strongest things about it is how well it hand flies. Flight model is great, and I mean it does what you need it to do. You got to be hands-on with it, you know, but it does what you want it to do. So it's good.
Delta 1528, turn right, heading 360.
Right, heading 360, that's 1520.
Northwest 2342, contact Kennedy Tower, 100.1, have a good day.
19-1, still on. Northwest 2342.
Delta 460, unfortunately, I'm closing here momentarily. Monitor unit count 12.8. Have a good day.
Alright.
5840, unfortunately, I'm closing here momentarily. Monitor unit count 12.8. Have a good day.
Over to dark side, Brickyard 5840. Thanks, JTC. See you later. Alright, we're going to the dark side.
323, turn right, heading 30.
We're going to the dark side, and we're also going direct to. Nope. What is it? Fine. Tilly's fine. That's on. Where's? Whatever. Did I not put Stoda in as the arrival? 28 ILS Stoda. Doesn't care. All right. Direct to Tilly. We're doing it. We're going direct to Tilly. And what else? Let's see. Arrival stuff, landing stuff. Landing in its runway heading is going to be 280. It is currently in Syracuse. Temperature is 14. Wind is 170 at 8 knots. Nice crosswind for us. And there's our landing information. Go back to flight plan. I want to go back to the speeds here. We'll leave these speeds as they are. I mean, I can leave those speeds because I guess those are the recommended or something. I don't know. And then we have these speeds right here that I can reference. No arrival to brief or anything like that. We're 10 minutes out from Tilly. Tilly is at 2100. So let's start down actually right now. That's probably now is probably actually a good time to do that. We'll go down to 3,000. We'll go like 1,500 feet a minute. We'll probably like square it off and make it a true base turn. We probably won't go straight direct to Tilly, but we'll see. What is the tower frequency here? Per Syracuse Tower is 20.3. 20.3. It's be honest. I'm not going to make any calls on Unicom. Auto brake medium for this approach. Minimums are 613, even though we're not going to need them today. We'll set 620. And 1600 at Zimby. Visual backed up by the ILS. Zimby's our final approach fix 1600. I don't know if I said that. This is playing in real life a VNAV system. Yeah, Lunar. Apparently it's really good too. Apparently it's really, really good. Now in real life, the CRJs don't. Or at least the CRJ 700s. I've heard that 900s like and up do, but I've heard the 700s and lower don't have a VNAV system. So yeah, man, apparently these things are so good. Apparently Southwest is thinking about going with the E2s. I know we've talked about that a little bit, but who's texted me? Oh, is that auto ATC? It is. No auto ATC, you go away. All things flying, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. All no VNAV, gotta do that pilot math. Blech, I hate it. Gotta start flying this, or learning this plane. Nice. And are you gonna go to Indoc soon, or just learning for the sim? Lunar said the 900 1000 have VNAV and it's really good too in the sim. Oh, is it really? Okay, that's good. I thought, who makes the 900 and 1000s? Is it Aerosoft? I thought they only made like the 700s and stuff. For the sim, nice, all things flying. Well, we've flown this thing for a few, far too old to be in a real plane. Well, that's what the sim's for, right? But we've flown this thing quite a few times now, so if you need any help, let me know. And like I said, I've set up this FMC and everything and done the autopilot and stuff like that quite a few times. So just shot a RNAV, the RNAV X-ray 3-1 going to LaGuardia, and we're going to shoot an ILS approach here now. So, and I think now is a good time. Aerosoft, I didn't know they made those bigger ones. Speaking of, let's get off standard. 9-7, the altimeter's here. Let's go ahead and take this thing on heading mode. Let's do a 010 heading for now. Maybe even a little farther out, honestly. If we're gonna do that, Stoda, yeah, let's do let's go 020. And then we can go VLOC mode. We can go onto the island. Ooh, wait, good point. Let's actually load up the frequency in here. 109.9 is set there and there, so that's good. That's auto-tuned. All things fine said, I saw you were through CMH a few days ago. Yeah, we were. We went to through Columbus to Indy and then over to Chicago. That was fun. What is this? We'll just leave it on VR1 here and see. Okay. Yeah, I think leaving it on VR1 is what we want. Alright, yeah, VR1. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream so far. It feels so good to be back. So good to be back hanging out with you guys and everything. And really looking forward to tomorrow getting back in the Max. Dude, I'm so pumped to get back in the Max, dude. I have been wanting to fly that thing so bad. So we're going to do 2 legs in the Max tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure on the time. I think later. I'm not 100% sure on the time yet. I don't know what else is happening tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be Wednesday. I only have one thing on the schedule, but you never know. $9,000 and $1,000 from Aerosoft for only $20. Really? Or 900 and 1,000. Because the other ones are like 50 or 60, aren't they? You say they're good? Yeah, the 550 and 700 are $50. Yeah, look at that, the 900 and 1000s. Probably just because I don't think any US carriers fly these things, do they? It looks sick though. I've wanted to get the CRJ, dude, so bad. It's an extension. Oh, do you have to have the other ones first? I'll get those lights on. Seatbelt sign should have been on. $250 on the speed. We'll get that descent rate coming a little quicker here. I might cave and just get the freaking and get that one eventually, dude. CRJ 900 is flown by airlines like Air Canada, American. Really? If that's the case, then why are the 700s? Are the 700s just more popular? Yeah, they do fly them. So wait, do you have to have the 550 or the 700 before you get the 900 1000 variant though? Is that the, as you said it was an extension, is that the deal? Like I couldn't just buy the... Delta says they have 120 900s. Yeah, no, you're right. They do have 900s, I guess. I don't know. I guess I just didn't think of... Oh, yeah. Okay. The Aerosoft aircraft CRJ 900,000 is an extension of the CRJ 550-700 as soon as you have this version installed. Okay, I see. All right, let's get a little bit of a better heading coming back. Let's go to the... let's do like a 350 heading. 350 heading. And let's get down... let's go down to 2,000. We'll go manual speed as well. Honestly, I bought the bundle for 69 bucks and bought them all. That's fair, dude. Listen, I've been thinking about it. Dude, I want them so bad. I think that'd be so sick. I don't know. We'll see. Syracuse traffic, Brickyard, 5840, about 15 to the southeast. Gonna be gonna be in a left base for runway 28, Syracuse. All right, let's stop the descent rate from going too crazy here. 1,000 to go. Tuck it up. 330. Use the 700 as a fictitious JSX. Nice. That's actually really shallow, this descent out. Let's arm approach mode as well. Localizer glide slope is armed. We're going to mute up the music here and start a recording for this. All Things Flying says, I can't get into the CRJs. Personally love the E-Jets. But hey, pretty sure I'll buy them one day. Yeah, I don't know. I've never been into the CRJs, but I think as I get closer and closer to like potentially actually flying them one day, I don't know, they become like more attractive to me, if that makes sense. I don't know. Is this the lovely town of downtown Syracuse right here that we're flying over right now? No, Syracuse. Oh, Syracuse is like, the airport's like in the city. It's like out here. Let's do a heading of 300, only give it like a 20-degree intercept. That'll help it out a little bit. Let's go flaps 20, speed 180. Localizer is capturing. I don't know why we're climbing. Holden says, anyone made a good ERJ? This is the best it gets, Holden. This is the best that it gets in terms of the ERJ. And this thing is good. What's our flaps 3 speed? Up to 160, flaps 3 is 150. Jeez. This thing is good. It just doesn't have VNAV. So if VNAV is like a must-have for you, then yeah, you'll probably hate it. So FX Flight releases theirs in December. Oh, really? I didn't know they were making one. I don't know why this thing like isn't descending. Is it? It still is in vertical speed mode, it says. Glide slope is armed. It's just like not coming with me. Here comes the localizer screaming in. This thing has a tendency to like fishtail. Oh, the 145? Oh, that's cool. That'll be a fun one to have, honestly. Let's see, this looks like a money intercept right now. Maybe a little left of course. Let's see if it fishtails around. I think it will a little bit. Yeah, see, it's already a little off. Course set to 280. Yeah, that's our final approach course. Let's see what it does here. I'm gonna hand fly it here in a second anyways. I just like to see what the autopilot does in planes like this. Michael's hyping up the 737 MAX for tomorrow pretty good, so we'll see how that thing does updated. Hopefully that is as good as it seems. Okay, perfect. Glide sub's coming. Let's see if it captures. It does. All right, cool. Missed approach altitude's 3,000. Let's go ahead and set that. And I should have, I don't know why I didn't get ready for this sooner. Now we're going to be behind like we always are on these approaches. Probably 135 again. What do you got? 129. We'll set 130 on the speed. Flaps 4. Let's get the autopilot off and the auto throttles off as well. And we'll get the flight director off. Get some landing rates in the chat. What do you think, guys? What are you thinking? Negative 150, negative 154. All right, you guys are holding me to a high standard here. Let's see. Holden said I'm getting a bit better with being able to calculate descents, but struggle with we're trying to figure out without a calculator. Yeah, I mean, keep it as easy as you can, right? Like, just generally speaking, keep your altitudes to like those whole numbers of like, you know, 250 to 200. Okay, I need to descend it from 5 minutes out at 1,000 feet a minute, and just do 1,000 feet a minute from 5 minutes out and adjust it as you go. Like, I know there's the whole other thing, and sometimes you can't always use that, but I forget the other math a lot too, so. Diving for it there. Watching full screen till touchdown. Oh boy. I'm honored. I'm honored to have your full screen.
400. 300. Approaching minimums.
We're high.
200 minimums.
Landing.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
184 again. Was that the exact same as the last time? It's so loud. And then it's like, then it's like 184. It's like not that bad. Oh, let's see if we can get this. Yeah, we got this one. All right, let's see if the parking brake's set this time. And the parking brake stayed off. That's nice. Yeah, I don't get that. It's like, and then it's like, oh, nice. Not that bad actually. Syracuse traffic, Brickyard, 5840, clear runway 28, get taxi back to the ramp, last call, Syracuse. Closest 189 like last time. We'll take it, we'll take it. All right, flaps are coming up, speed brakes are coming up. These lights are coming off, everything except for that one. No, that light can come off now, and the APU can get started. 3, 2, 1, start. All right, here we go. Alright guys, welcome to Syracuse. The day in the life of a regional pilot comes to a close. What landing rate thingy is this? It is landing rate monitor. All things flying, landing rate monitor. You have to have like your notifications turned on for it to come up. But yeah, it's pretty easy. You just install it and go with it. Oop. right, sorry about that. Let's wrap this thing up. Yeah, no worries. All things flying. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you guys haven't already on the way out for me. That would be much appreciated. Taxi come off. APU's on, so let's go ahead and get the engines off. We're on the push for 1,000 subs, guys. Let's keep going. Really appreciate everything you guys have done so far, getting me to 900. Like I said, let's just keep working to get to 1,000. Let's see if we can get some deboarding up in here. I think it's... I thought it was automatic. All things fine said, I've been using the one with the Fly Live Studio, but if you aren't streaming or looking at OBS, you can't see it. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't use Fly Live Studio anymore, dude. That thing, it annoyed me too much. All right, I guess we're not going to get deboarding. Or restart Kutao. Beautiful day here in Syracuse. Nope, nothing. All right, well, looks like no deboarding for us today, but thank you guys again so much for stopping by. Like I said, like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Consider becoming a member as well to support the channel. But love and appreciate all of you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Like I said, probably in the afternoon, a little later than today. Probably be starting right around now. I'm thinking like 3:30, 4 o'clock-ish time tomorrow in the 737. Happy with it so far, but sure to outgrow it soon. Yeah, right on, man. Yeah, you'll just use it till you want to find something else, I guess. But like I said, guys, tomorrow in the MAX from Denver to New Orleans. So hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.